Let us dive right into the world of the loop as we begin our brand new campaign with a very familiar cast. Thank you all for tuning in and join us for Chapter 1, The House Party. The year is 1983. Ronald Reagan is President of the United States. Cold War hangs over the country. Billie Jean tops the music charts, and Tootsie rules the box office. And the Loop Project has changed the landscape of America forever. Originating in Boulder City, Nevada around the start of the Cold War, under the supervision of the government's Advanced Research Projects Agency, known as higher circles as ARPA, and later spreading to the Malaren Islands in Sweden. The true purpose of ARPA, with unconfirmed whispers of research involving time travel, teleportation, and artificial intelligence. But for as shrouded in mystery as this research is, there comes from it obvious results. The discovery of the magnetrine effect in 1943 allowed for a host of scientific developments, including effortless airborne transportation of goods between continents, fully automated robots, electric vehicles, and clean, efficient energy, rendering fossil fuels obsolete. But even as these developments were made above ground, the various branches of the Loop continued their secretive work, and in 1961 ARPA decided it was time to expand their research down the American coastline. A new facility was constructed. The chosen location? The Californian town of Eden Falls. So named for the neighbouring rapids and waterfalls nestled within the vast redwood forest to the east, Eden Falls is a quiet town, situated to the north of Los Angeles, on the coast between Thousand Oaks and Santa Barbara. Once an oil town specializing in offshore drilling, it has since become home to the Loop, and construction of this underground facility was completed in 1962. Now, it has not been an easy transition, especially for the adults of the town, but despite the alien presence of the Loop's 3 cooling towers looming in the distance, for the kids of Eden Falls, this life and this technology is all they have ever known. While their parents go about their mundane jobs, they go to school. They make friends. They listen to music, watch films, go to the arcade and go bowling. They play D&D. They do homework, and they go swimming, and they play sport, and they attend football matches. In short, they live, all while in the shadow of the Loop. And we begin on the outskirts of Eden Falls. As I understand, we have reached our first supernatural event. Eden Forest. Yes.
Can everybody hear the music
We
in
can't
roll
hear
20?
alerts.
No, in roll
Yeah.
20. Chat's saying it's really
that.
quiet. I have it set at 50. I can't hear it either.
I hear it.
What are we supposed
Do
to
y'all
be
have it
hearing
at
from there?
100?
The music?
I have it 100.
The music is pretty good volume. It's pretty loud.
The music's very loud compared to Ed from me. I
Okay,
I
then-
didn't realize that
Same.
music
I
was
have
coming
Ed at
from-
200%.
I will definitely turn this down. I didn't know that that was what I could do. I feel so much power now. Okay.
Okay. You
Wait,
hear
how
music
do we lower that?
softly? Sorry, everyone. Let's fix this now.
Sam, what do
Okay.
you have it on? Like the master
Well, I
music
had it at
volume?
40 because I didn't want it to overwhelm anybody.
Oh, okay.
So I just put it at 60. How does it sound now for everybody in chat? Also, Ed is quieter than everybody else. We know this.
Yes.
It is just the way it goes.
It's episode 1, y'all. It'll be good.
It is better.
Yeah, the music now is just soft in general too. Oh, here it goes.
Oh.
Okay. If things ever get out of whack, or somebody gets so much louder or so much quieter than others, please just let me know in chat, and I'll do my best. All right, I set it to 69.
Nice.
The world is
Nice.
good now. All right, I
So-
apologize for the interruption, but yes, we did reach a supernatural event.
So, in the depths of the forest, Eden Forest, as incense, cedars, and redwoods stretch up into a dark night sky, In the distance, the 3 cooling towers of the loop can be seen. Cicadas can be heard in the night, as can the sound of dogs. Flashlights move between the various trees, blinking in and out as voices can be heard. They're shouting out to one another. I heard something over here! People moving through, dogs continuing to move through the forest. Until eventually, 2 individuals, suited, wearing earpieces and holding their dogs at bay, meet in a clearing. Others continue to search around the forest, moving their flashlights here and there, moving, blinking across. The 2 individuals look at one another. Any sign on your end? No. The asset has escaped. We'll continue looking. In the morning, we'll expand into the town. The individuals nod at one another, and they move off. But just off to one side, hidden behind a tree, unbeknownst to the men that search the woods, a small, 2-legged, robotic creature peeks out with large binocular eyes from behind a tree. And just retreats into the long grass. As an alarm sounds out. A soft alarm, a hand fumbling out to silence it, as the soft orange glow of morning light breaks through a nearby window, spreading a reassuring warmth over the room before us, as we pan over to a bed and a face slowly emerging from beneath the covers. Mika, would you like to describe Jackie Elliot and the room that they wake to?
Oh man, there's not much to describe with Jack because she's so tiny. They're very little. I think they're the shortest on the cast, and they're the shortest, like, in the school by far. Barely above 4 feet. Shaved head, always wearing some variation of overalls that are usually stained, and like a tank top. Has a lot of bandages all over. They tinker a lot. Their room it looks like a hurricane has gone through their tiny room. There's just wires and mechanical gear and just a bunch of stuff everywhere. But it's like a organized chaos. And if Jack is waking up right now, she's probably scrambling to find her glasses. She has like these really big rimmed glasses that she wears all the time. And it's definitely a very chaotic room. But for her, it's kind of peaceful when she is in it. It's a safe haven, almost.
And as you lie there in bed, the alarm silenced by your wandering hand, the smell of freshly cut grass and of hay bundles drifts in from the outside. And above the sound of cicadas and distant bird cry, you hear the light whinnying of horses and of your father in the paddock outside, along with the soft hum of machinery and tinkering coming from your mum's workshop. This is familiar, and this is home. What are you doing as a new school day beckons and the warm Californian sun streams in?
Immediately when Jack gets out of bed, they don't go anywhere without their like tool bag. It's like a crossbody bag that they've fashioned, and they have a bunch of their tools in it. They're a little bit of a tinker. I don't know if that's obvious. But probably just getting up shoving their feet into their really old, like, Reeboks, and going to find probably their dad to say goodbye. So I believe their mom would take them to school or, like, send them off last.
So, as you step out of your room, what does the property look like? The interior, the outside? What is home for Jackie Elliott?
Home is a very well-loved, and by well-loved, I mean rundown, but also very well-loved farmhouse. The foundation's a little crumbly, it's lopsided, but you can tell that it's not going to fall apart anytime soon. They maintain it a lot by patching it up throughout the years. And the farmhouse is connected to very well-maintained farmlands, like a horse paddock. They have some farm animals outside of horses out there. And then to the right of that is where all of the chaos, the non-well-maintained, is. And that is their mother's garage. Their mother is like the mechanic for the town. So it's like a mini scrapyard over there. Just a bunch of cars that they've taken apart, or robots, or speeder bikes that they have brought onto their property and torn apart for parts to repair other things. It's not a huge plot of land, but it's sizable for them getting by.
And as you step out into the warm Californian sun and air, and the long green grass that surrounds you, you see the land around your home. To the east, a good 30-minute walk from where you live, you can see the edge of Eden Forest, a thick wall of incense cedars and redwood trees stretching out nearly as far as you can see, where in the distance you see the high rise of the Clark Mountains, their peaks almost hidden by cloud cover. To the north, only a short walk from the edge of your property, you see the fringes of Paradise Lost Trailer Park. A collection of mismatched trailer homes. You can see tents, clothing lines and barbecues set up between the various abodes. And it has been there since before you were born. Set up by the old employees of Logan Oil, a company made obsolete in the wake of the Loop's introduction to Eden Falls. Now, while the company owners managed to survive the transition, becoming richer in the process, the workers were not so lucky. And you're familiar with many of its residents, and they with your family. People look out for each other, here on the outskirts. And to the west, further on down the hills and slopes your property sits atop, you can see the quiet town of Eden Falls, stretching out towards a beachy coastline. Winding roads weave through clean suburban neighborhoods of near-identical houses. Trees dot the landscape, leading towards a sprawling town center. And even from this distance, you can see the recently erected Eden Falls Mall, the distinct silhouette of the Amblin Diner, and the Elliot Theater. You see the town hall, the sheriff's department, and towards the beach, you glimpse Eden Rapids Water Park and the piers, and in the distance, far out in the misty horizon, the black silhouettes of the 3 decommissioned oil rigs, the Logan brothers. And in stark contrast with these skeletal, long-dead structures, you see faintly on the horizon a large vehicle, floating just above where the ocean meets the blue sky. You've seen many of its kind, frequently passing over Eden Falls, silently and gracefully. It is giant, shaped like an aircraft carrier, with giant circular discs on its underside. A magnetrine craft. And as you turn north once more, towards where Eden Forest curves around to meet the horizon, you see, just blinking above the horizon, the 3 identical cooling towers of the Loop. Jet black constructs with a single blue line circling their top, impassive and immobile. And though miles away, their size and presence can be felt over the town, like 3 sleeping giants, peaceful, calm, and familiar. And as you look towards the paddock next to your house, you see 2 distinct silhouettes, as in the center of the paddock, your father leads one of the horses by the rope, gently feeding it hay and stroking its muzzle. What does your father look like, Mika?
I haven't really thought of that. I feel like he looks like a pretty stereotypical farmer. He's probably on the thinner side. Wears a lot of flannel. Has a trucker hat that has not seen soap and water for many years. But he looks warm and he looks soft and he looks kind. He deals with animals all the time, so he's a sweet guy.
Turns in your direction. He smiles, and bringing the horse with him. Hey, kiddo. How'd you sleep?
Oh, well, you know, Pa, I think we're gonna save up for a mattress next year, right? Because mine has a couple holes in it.
Well, we'll definitely work something out. Maybe at the scrapyard.
Yeah, it's not like it's definitely not important, but like if we have a little extra money, I think that's what I'd want for like Christmas this year or something.
Well, Christmas is a long way away. We can maybe try to figure something out a little sooner.
Yeah, I mean, I can help Ma in the garage, like fixing up car stuff if we need a little extra money for the holidays or something.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure she'd appreciate that. Then he turns to one side and just gives a cough that you are familiar with. You've heard over many dinners, and he just... I was thinking of making my way out to the woods later on today, maybe catching a few critters, save us a few food bills. Is there anything you want? He says like he's going to the store.
I wouldn't mind a squirrel. I know they're hard to catch, but I wouldn't mind a squirrel.
Well, you know your old man. Squirrel ain't completely out of my reach.
And they're very common. I don't want you having to go out of your way, Dad.
That's okay. Anyway, I hope you have a good time at school. Your mom just wanted to see you. Some mechanical doohickey in the workshop.
Say less, Dad. All right, I'll see you after school. I'll be back later.
All right, love you.
Love you too. She's gonna give him a little kiss on the cheek, but she has to like jump up to kiss him on the cheek.
He bends down, and as you jump up, it's a little routine. He pulls his cap up to allow you to jump up and kiss his cheek, and it's scratchy and unshaven, and he just ruffles what would be hair, but he just ruffles the fuzz on top of your scalp and just, come on, and starts moving the horse off again. And you can hear noises coming from your mother's workshop. And as you see the well-worn dust path that leads up for it, and the cacophony of various vehicles around it, inside you see a figure lying underneath a large mechanical car, and standing above her, a very tall robotic assistant. And as you look around this familiar space, what does it look like? And this robot and the woman who built it, what are they?
There's like no wall or floor space outside of a very thin walkway to get around to like tool benches and tables that are cluttered with like unfinished projects or like car parts, robot parts. It's just filled to the brim. It would be a fire hazard. If the fire chief of Eden Falls came by, they would have to tear the building down. There's like no hope of cleaning it up.
And as the large robot stood to one side, sort of on two legs, just turns to look at you, and it's almost twice your height. It's quite tall, and it sort of looks at you, and you can see its eyes adjusted. You see, pulling herself from underneath the car, just your mum looking up at you. Hey, Jack, come out under here for a sec. I need an extra set of eyes.
Ma, you said you wouldn't work on this without me. You got a head start.
I know, but the family wants this done real quick. Come on, just a little moment of your time. Come on. Now, the electric motor is all out of sorts. I can't make heads or tails of it, but can you figure out? I think there's a joint missing or something.
Yeah, let me try to get in there. Hold on. Do I roll something for this?
And you, Mika, make a tinker check for me. tinker or calculate, whichever you would rather.
Also, be mindful of the bless and curses that we have.
We got blessed.
In the Discord, there is an incentives chat that I will be posting all of your current things in order.
I got
Did we
blessed.
lose Jordan?
Well, no. So, Mika, you got cursed first. So you
And then I
actually.
got blessed. So
Yes.
I've evened out.
Do we want to
Did
play
we
it like
lose
that, or
Jordan?
do we want to respect the?
Where
Like,
this roll
individuals.
would be a curse, and then the next roll would be a bless.
Yeah. How do we want to do
Do
it?
it that way.
We can do it that way.
Also, goodbye,
sounds good.
Jordan.
Yeah, I was like, is Jordan gone?
We lost somebody.
We lost.
They died already? Who paid 1,000?
Nobody, but we
It's
are
okay.
90 away from another supernatural event.
Are we? Okay, well, we've got a little bit of time until Jordan
Yeah.
joins us. So, what did you roll? Sorry. Or rather, how
It
many
was
successes did you roll?
0 successes, but what do I do for a curse?
Yeah, Ed, you decide. Do we want to have them cancel each other out, or this
I
next
will
roll will be
say-
a curse, or this roll would be
I
a
will-
curse, the next one be a bless?
I will say a successful roll would be a curse, and an unsuccessful roll would be a bless. So you may roll again if you would like.
Okay. No successes again.
So you look, and it is a mess down here. You have no idea what your mum has been doing to this vehicle, but it is beyond your comprehension.
I haven't really worked on any of these before, Mom.
All right, that's okay. Now, and she pushes herself back out again and sort of moves over to one of the many workbenches that sits around. Now, will you be parsing the scrap yard on the way back?
I usually always do, so do you need me to find something for you?
Well, I'm working on something out back, bit of a surprise, but I heard from Seymour that recently had a shipment of broken down parts from a magnetrine freighter. Don't know if you wanted to go claim first dibs on anything.
Yeah, a magnitude freight, like one of the big ones? They got parts
One
from
of the-
that in there?
One of the big ones. Yeah, now I got a list, so when you're walking back, you just grab as much as you can, grab one of the trolleys that Seymour has down there, you bring it right back here, okay?
Well, do I have to go to school today? 'Cause now that's gonna be on my mind all day, Ma.
I know, but school's important, okay? And you can join me out here and we can have some fun tonight, all right?
All right, but if Miss Nichols calls you and tells you that I'm not paying attention, you know that this is your fault, and also Seymour's fault, and also the magnetrine part fault for being there.
Tell you what, I will ignore all incoming calls for today, all right?
All right, I'm
All right.
gonna bring you back so much.
I know you will. All right, have a good time, sweetie, okay?
All right, love you, Mom.
Love you. Don't be late. And as she bends down to give you a hug, the robot next to her just sort of adjusts itself on its two legs, and its very large, boxy, sort of very mismatched metal sort of surrounding its exterior, and just bows down towards you as you make your way away from your home and down towards Eden Falls. And as you make your way down the slopes and away from the farmstead you call home, we move to the suburban streets of Eden Falls, towards the southeast of town and a beautiful modern home, outside which, on the sloped driveway, there are two parked vehicles, a sleek car and a shining truck that reads "More Decking." Music drifts through the upper window where a radio plays, revealing an altogether different environment. Holly, would you like to describe the room before us and the person it belongs to as Chloe Moore gets ready for school?
I would love nothing more, Ed. Thank you so much. So Chloe is 16, 16 and a half actually, which is almost 17 if Chad from the roller rink is asking. And Chloe has very voluminous brown hair that is like a big cloud on her pillow. It's a little bit crunchy because hairspray, it's the 80s. And her sheets they're pink. There's like 5 cushions in her bed of all different textures, and there's a stuffed toy that's fallen on the floor. And she has a sort of pink shag carpet going on because I I think she has bad taste. I'm just going to bring that forward now so that we all know it. That is simply the case. And I think that she also has a very like Disney Channel bedroom. You know when you watch Disney Channel shows and like their bedrooms are there's so many things on the walls everywhere, and they have like a little seat within the window thing and everything, and her walls are covered in like pop stars and everything, and she has a bunch of DVDs in a stack, a bunch of Get Smart DVDs and a bunch of 80s and 70s pop stars on her wall. And she sort of, I think she would wear a matching set of like silk pajamas to bed, like pajama pants and like a silk top and everything. But her hair is entirely frizzy and a disaster. So it's contrasting. It's a contrast. But yeah, big room, very Chloe room. This is very much her space, and she spent ages decorating it and everything.
And as you get ready for school, the first thing that hits you as you prepare in your room is the pleasant smell drifting up from the kitchen below. This is fairly routine in the morning, and you understand your stepmom is cooking again. But are you doing anything before you head downstairs?
No, I'm cringing because I said DVDs instead of VHS tapes. I'm so sorry. Sorry, you guys. Like the loop, literally the things this brought to this 80s is incredible. I think that honestly, I imagine that Chloe would probably wake up pretty early and would get like entirely ready before she even goes downstairs, like to see her family and everything. I think she would have like her hair done, her makeup done, and everything. So I think that's all that she really does. Very boring. I'm not going to narrate a girl in the 80s doing her makeup. There's too much pigment. I'm not going to do it.
Well, as you prepare and you get all your things together and you start to head downstairs, the first person you see as you come down to the kitchen is your father, Jeff. He's reading his morning copy of the Eden Falls Gazette, on which you see the headline, Logan Brothers bought in historic deal. And you can see that in detail underneath this, there is writing about the mayor's office having bought the oil rigs off the coastline. And you can see your stepmother, Charlotte, currently whipping up a storm in the kitchen, while in the other room, Charlotte's father, affectionately referred to you all as Abuelito Joy, sits in a large armchair watching the TV. What do your family look like, Harley?
I think that Jeff is a bit of a dilf. I think that Jeff is one of those men who just like ages very well and just looks like more weathered and like more muscly and everything as he gets older. But he has like a friendly eyes. I imagine him with sort of sandy blonde hair, and I think that he also would have had like an ear piercing when he was younger, and so he's got like that, but that's not anymore. But he has like holes in his ears from when he was like edgy and cool. And I think that he walks around in very casual clothing like all of the time. It's always like a button up and like jeans. So.
And your stepmom?
I think that the main thing about the stepmother that Chloe focuses on or thinks about is her eyes. I think that she has quite dark eyes, and Chloe's always trying to get a read on what she's thinking or feeling so that Chloe can immediately base the entire conversation around just that. And I think that she's also quite tall. But I don't know that character the best, so.
So as you come downstairs, your father just turning around on his high stool, just, hi, sweetie, how'd you sleep?
Hey, Dad. Buen dia. Everybody.
Bon dia.
Yeah. I slept good, but I'm really sorry if you guys heard me scream in the night. I had like a really scary nightmare.
Oh,
So I'm
honey,
really sorry about that.
no.
Yeah.
And Jeff just comes up towards you, and immediately onto the island in the center of the kitchen, a plate is placed down with steaming hot food on. It is amazing. It is a mixture of various kind of beans and meats, and Charlotte just, oh God, I'm sorry to hear it. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It was just, I'm so sorry. You know how they have that really fun, like, Renaissance themed restaurant, like, a couple towns over?
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, I had a dream that, like, we went, and, like, everyone was really nice to me, and I knew all the nights and everything, but then, oh, so stupid, like, we literally got front row seats, but then I looked over, and you guys were sitting, like, way away from me on, like, a different bench, and I was like, hey, guys, do you want to come sit with me? And you were like, no. It was really horrible.
Chloe, no, no, no. And he brings you
Yeah.
into a hug and just, oh, no, of course we would never, Charlotte, we would never. No,
Okay.
of course we wouldn't, honey.
I think it's just like psychological. Like I know you would never, but I don't know.
I know. Well, we can maybe get in touch with the school counselor again if you wanted to talk about it with someone more impartial, or...
I think that would be good. I think that I'm also maybe going to spend a little bit of my bus ride sort of examining where those feelings might have came from and journaling about them and thinking about how I could sort of, reframe the situation in my consciousness so that if anything about it happens at like school, if anything like similar happens like in my real life, I can point at it and I can go like, oh, that's like the old story I'm telling myself. You know what I mean? But like, I don't want to feel those like insecure thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
is this like ketchup, by the way?
Honey? Oh, yeah, no, that's ketchup. Your sister went early, Chloe, so, there is lunch money on the side table, but I also made you lunch as well, and I think, I've made some for your sister as well. Would you mind taking that in for her?
Oh my god, yeah, no, for sure. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Hang on. And Chloe like spins them around so that like she can see the names on the bags to make sure she doesn't confuse them. Okay, yeah. That's like totally fine. I can totally do that. Like how did she get like an earlier bus, or did I miss the bus?
No, I think she walked. I checked on her this morning and she wasn't there. So
Yeah,
no,
that's
I
so
think she
independent.
walked. Yeah, no, absolutely. But yeah, if you could catch up. Oh, and are you still going to Lana's tonight? You're still staying there?
Yeah, I'm going to Lana's. So I already have packed my bag with like the stuff that I would need. So.
Oh, okay, good. Well, in that case, I have to dash, but I will see you tomorrow. And Jeff turns around. Yeah, have a lovely time. Say hi to Lana's parents from us, and yeah, just gal time. It's important. And Charlotte
Gal
just pats
time.
his shoulder. Yeah. Well, have a great time at school, honey. Okay.
Thank you, Dad. You too. I mean, thank you, Dad. Yes. Have a good day as well.
Thank you. And he goes back to reading his paper, and you can see Abuelito just in the other room, just sort of, he's just watching TV and just sits very comfortably rocking backwards and forwards in his armchair.
Abuelito? Do you want anything from the corner store when I'm coming back tomorrow?
Oh, I'm okay. Thank you.
Okay. So like if they happen to have like a 2-for-1 on Slurpees or anything, you don't want me to get you one? I should just give that to...
You know, I should have a patent on those. I helped create them.
Yeah, I remember. It was like every flavor?
It was more the very berry I was responsible for, but they don't put me in the history books, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely haven't seen that. It's, I don't know who invented the Slurpee though. Like, I mean, who they say invented the Slurpee? So like, they couldn't even like people taking credit can't even be that interesting because like we don't even know who they are.
Well, it was me. I did. Anyway, have a great time at school, sweetie. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And Chloe is just gonna sidle out, and then she's gonna put her shoes into like put her feet. I'm just wearing shoes at all times around the house, like a crazy person. No, she puts her feet into her tennis shoes, which are like the only shoes that she wears, but they are still very polished and like very like white. Like she scrubs with a toothbrush in the evenings and everything, and they're white with little stripes on them. And she grabs her tennis bag with a tennis racket in it, and also her backpack for school, and also the lunch bags. She's a little bit weighed down, and she goes out to wait for the bus.
Well, as you step out of the house and onto the long concrete driveway that curves down to the suburban street, you hear the honking of a horn down below, and parked at the bottom of your driveway, you see a sleek red car, brand new and with the roof down. An electric charger sits elegantly on the back of the vehicle, and perched on top of the headrest of the driver's seat to give her more height, you see your friend, Lana. She's pretty, she's tan, she's athletic, and her long brown wavy hair bounces off an oversized pink jumper that hangs off one shoulder, her silhouette completed by the light blue jeans she wears, and you can almost see her eyes underneath large tinted sunglasses as she meets your gaze and presses the car horn with her foot again. So what do you think?
Oh my god, is this yours?
My dad picked it up yesterday, which honestly was the
I'm
perfect
so
end to an
sorry.
otherwise crummy day.
I'm so sorry. Sam, tell us about our ancestors.
Oh, wow, in case y'all don't know, we are 90 doll hairs away from another supernatural event! Exclamation point donate or incentives. Below me is Mika, and below Mika is a cycle through of the incentives that are going on right now. We had headsets die, give us a minute. And, why are we pointing at
I'm
Ed?
good now, by the way.
I was
Can we hear
trying
me
to
now?
point to the thing. It's like down
Oh.
that one.
We're like the Brady Bunch.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm so
I
sorry.
think-
I don't know
Jordan?
how that-
Oh,
no. I had to make a
Can
sacrifice.
you hear me now?
yes.
Oh, yes. Good.
Yes.
Amazing.
Very loudly. Let me lower you. I'm so sorry, everybody's ears. Hang on.
We're on a tech seesaw.
Wait, no, hang on. Let me adjust. My headphones ran out of battery. There we go.
You
The mic
and
sounds
Harley's
different.
headphones died at the same exact time.
Same brand. What?
Yeah.
They're
This is
triggered to go off
horrifying.
at the same time. Ed,
That'd
did
be
your
so
microphone
cool.
change? Because you're popping.
Yes, it should be my
It's
laptop.
it's fine now. I think
Oh,
it
did it
changed for
change
like
again?
a second, but
Oh,
then
okay, okay, okay.
Oh.
And we
So-
have everybody back. We can continue. Donate.
I'm so sorry for that domino effect that I caused.
it was Lana.
Lana, she jumps down from the top of the driver's seat and jumping over the passenger door, moves forward towards you with her arms held out. Oh, Dad picked it up yesterday from the dealership, which honestly was the perfect end to an otherwise crummy day. Mwah, mwah, how are you? You okay?
I'm really great. I love the color. I'm so sorry. I'm wearing the same denim as you are today. I'm so sorry. Is that bad? Is that terrible?
No, it's
Should I
fine.
change?
No, it's like we
Okay.
planned it. It's fine. It's great.
Okay.
Also, please tell me. I tried to cover it up with makeup this morning. Is it bad? And she takes off her large sunglasses, and you can see that her right eye is bright red and bloodshot, surrounded by a massive bruise.
I'm gonna be like so honest. Like you do look a little bit like you've been like puffing. You know what I mean?
Oh God, I knew it. Oh, it's so. It
I'm
was
so
that
sorry.
oats.
Have you? Like it's fine if you have.
Yeah, no, I was punched yesterday after school. I was punched by that Oaks freak. I just mentioned I was getting a car, and knowing her track record, it'd probably be a good idea for her to think twice before buying one. And then, wham! She. Why do you have 2 lunches?
It's because of tomorrow. Like I can't stop at home to get my lunch tomorrow. So, like I have one for today, and then when I leave like your house tomorrow morning, I'll have like another one to take to school.
Well, of course, our house. But
Our
come,
house.
get in. Let's christen this car.
Okay, amazing. This is so cool. I literally have never even. Oh my god, this is like so much better than John's as well. Like, don't tell him I
Well-
said that though.
No, of course.
Yeah.
Never a word shall leave my lips, and this has to be better than catching the bus as well.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, for sure. How many times have you driven, by the way? Like, have you had like your?
Oh,
like,
this
you've
is the
had your test
first
and stuff?
time, and then she
Oh my
just
God, ever.
drive off immediately as the wind just brings your hair wildly back, and she just starts driving. And you're making your way through the suburban streets, the various buildings just whizzing past you. So, I also told my family you'd be staying at mine tonight, and I'd be staying at yours.
Yeah, me too. I said the same thing.
Yeah, oh good. So, how are you feeling? First house party as sophomores?
So exciting. Yeah. Oh my god. I think this is like. I mean, it's the first party as a sophomore, obviously, but I think this is like my 5th house party, like, of like my like history, like you know.
Oh, well.
So like I know what I'm doing, but like. Okay.
So,
That's
apparently-
a speed bump. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, well, I got the down low from John. Apparently, it's in this creepy cabin in the middle of Eden Forest. Need to know only. And it's so cute. The football team have been planning it for so long. They've been giving out these little maps from the tourist center with the location marked in red pen. It's a real treasure hunt, X marks the spot kind of thing. Hold on. Oh, how are you finding it? It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so smooth. It's very cool and smooth. Do you mind, yeah. Is there anyone coming to the house party who's like not from school or anything? Or is it just school people that are going?
I think it's mostly just school people and anyone that the football team has invited. But why? Did you have someone you had in mind?
No, I was just like wondering if there's anyone else just, I don't know, like snitches. Do you know what I mean? Not like they would invite anyone like that.
No, God, no, I hope not. No, John has better taste than that, as does Eli. But anyway, here we are. And as you drive across familiar streets you've seen through bus windows countless times, you eventually see parked yellow buses ahead of you as Lana starts to slow down, and all around you on every side of the street, kids move loudly past slowly moving cars, all moving inexorably up a sloped hill towards Jenkins High. Overlooking a beautiful open car park with a circular patch of grass in its center, the American flag flying high, you see the familiar grass slopes and bushes that surround the two-story building, as a set of sandstone steps leads up to its multi-doored entrance, stacked underneath a giant white arch with the words Jenkins High School emblazoned in deeply carved font. And in each window, you can see staff getting their classrooms ready for the day ahead, students running through the halls, and from one window, you see a student draping a banner down, displaying a crudely drawn image of Ronald Reagan's face with spray-painted devil horns and large red words saying, "Break the loop," only to be swiftly raveled up by a nearby teacher as the student is reprimanded. And students mill all around, slowing traffic and willfully ignoring the occasional car horns that sound out against a din of voices. Students sit on the steps comparing notes and scribbling down last-minute homework. Others lounge on the grass listening to music, while most move towards the school in an incomprehensible sea of bodies. But as you observe the slowly approaching school, Chloe, the car suddenly lurches forward as Lana hits the brakes, throwing you both forward and bringing the vehicle to an abrupt, screeching halt. And before you have time to register what has happened, Lana stands up in her seat and, whipping off her glasses, shouts out, "Hey freak, move it! You almost scuffed the paint!" And as she sits back down in a huff, Chloe, you look through the windshield and see the object of Lana's ire stood alone amidst a sea of students. Bella, would you like to describe Jane Withers?
Yeah. So, Jane is a grimy little art kid who doesn't really care about anything and doesn't really know what they want to do. Doesn't really have a place they belong. Usually wearing the same thing several days in a row. Not really bothered by much, but does secretly wish they had friends. Yeah, that's Jane.
So, Chloe and Jane, you meet eyes through the windshield as Lana slowly begins to back up and drive away, and you just hear Chloe as Lana mutters, "God, who raised her? You almost feel sorry for them," as she drives away. And Jane, you watch as the red car pulls away with Chloe and Lana inside. Students swarm around you in one thriving mass. It is noisy and overwhelming, as the start of the day often is. But in amidst this familiar sight, you see something else off to one side. A white and green van displaying the name EFN, Eden Falls News, and what looks to be a number of photographers. And as you turn towards the school, you bump into someone's chest, and as you look up, and it is up, as this individual is almost twice your height, you see the student you collided with. Jordan, would you like to describe Elijah Sparrow?
Yeah. Okay. So Elijah is, kind of the tall, charming jock, but like not the arrogant kind, like not the school bully kind, but the star of the sports teams kind of person, kind of a little quieter than you would expect. 6'1", towering over everybody. Hair always kind of up in like a very nice little swoop with the with the locks, and kind of someone who doesn't mean to be a stereotypical jock, but like himbos himself into those situations.
So, Elijah, you look down and see this art kid in front of you, books just all over the tarmac on both of your feet, and just you can see students, some of them stepping over these sketchbooks and tomes, others not being quite so kind as people move all around you both.
Sorry, were you always there? Did I run into you?
Probably. That's usually what people do.
Oh, sorry, I literally didn't see you. People are looking. I don't know why people are weird. Here, let me help you.
Oh,
And
thanks.
I reach very, very low because I'm so tall to grab everything. Okay, I guess these are yours. Sorry. Oh, this is so weird. I didn't mean to do that. Uh-oh.
Wait, can you hear me?
Yes, now I can.
What's your name again?
My name's Elijah. Eli. People call me Eli. I don't know. You might have like. Sounds weird, but like heard about me. I don't know. I do a lot of sports things here, but like.
Yeah, everybody knows that already.
Oh well.
You look hard to draw.
How do I look easier to draw? I wanna.
You're just like big, and there's like a lot going on.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so here's the thing. I just want to make sure you're okay, right? I didn't hurt you.
Because like the hair has like different curls, but then you have muscles, so that's a lot of line work. I learned that word today, line work. It means lines.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. I think that's a good thing. Okay. Do you need help with anything else? I can like. We're like in the middle of this walkway here. Let's move to the side. And
Okay.
Elijah's kind of noticing like everyone's staring, but like Elijah's very like kind of aware of the surroundings, trying to make sure it doesn't look like I'm trying to be intimidating type of thing.
You've definitely got a vantage point, and you can see that people are staring at this very unusual social interaction that's happening. And Jane, as you stand there, sort of less aware, you see that through the crowd there is a familiar figure walking through the mass of students. As you see, acquaintance that you have noticed before, as Jackie Elliot is making their way through the crowd. And as this is happening, Eli, you hear a voice behind you. Eli, your dad has to go. Come say goodbye. And you turn and you can see that next to the green family car is your mum, Eve, and your dad, Amadi, standing next to an open car door and currently embracing your younger sister, Quinn.
Okay, sorry, I gotta go. My dad always wants me to like make sure my sister's fine, you know.
I get it. You're great. You're great.
No, that's not what I.
But you are. Get it out of here.
Okay, I'll run into you again. Most
Line
likely,
work.
I don't
Line
mean to.
work. Okay.
Okay. And I just go over and try to make sure Eve is fine and say goodbye to my family.
And as you approach them, what does your family look like, Elijah?
So, Eve is very, very short and meek compared to my stature. So, it's a little bit different of a dynamic happening there. And Amadi is lumbering a bit, a little taller, but like full frame, so like not lanky. And that's clearly where I get my height from. And then Quinn, my younger sister, is very short. And it's just kind of the running thing that we resemble our parents in a way of the height difference. And yeah, they're very calm and soft spoken. Eve, being a teacher, carries that kind of demeanor, a little bit standoffish because you have to be around high school kids. And Amadi is very intimidating, but doesn't mean to be.
So as you approach, you can see that your mum is currently straightening Quinn's clothes, and she goes, "Now, I have a staff meeting tonight, and Eli is at his party. Are you sure you'll be okay on your own for a few hours before I get back?" "Mom, I'll be fine." "All right." And as you approach, she turns towards you. "Now, Eli," and she's straining her neck to meet your gaze. "I don't want to be a party pooper, and I ask this as a responsible parent and as a teacher, will there be alcohol at tonight's party?"
Here's the thing, Mom. I don't necessarily know
Do I
if
want to
there
hear this? Eli, please
is
don't.
or isn't. I'm not bringing any. But, you know, as a part of a team, sometimes the leader of the teams will kind of dictate the path and I have to follow.
And you'll be following with aquavite. You'll be following with water. Yes.
Yes. I
Okay,
will drink
that's-
water throughout the night.
Okay.
It'll be fine, Mom. I promise. I promise.
Okay,
I will
that's
be
all I need to hear,
responsible. I will be responsible. I won't do anything that you... I won't do a lot of things that would make you upset. I don't want to lie. Here's the thing, Mom. Being truthful is better than lying. I learned that from my coach, and I'm trying my best to adhere to that.
Well, I appreciate it, and so long as I have plausible deniability, it's fine. And she turns around to your father and, "All right, I will see you soon, love. Have a safe trip. I miss you already." And Amadi just, "I miss you too. Bye." And he just kisses her on the cheek, and she turns around to both you and Quinn and, "Now, I can't give you a hug, but imagine that I'm squeezing you both very tightly. I will see you both either tonight or, Elijah, tomorrow. I am watching you." And she moves off into the crowd. And Amadi turns to you and just, "I'm sorry to be missing your game this week. The Nevada team have been pretty insistent. I joined them for an exchange of notes, and unfortunately, when work calls, well, you know how it is."
Yeah, I understand. Dad. It's, work's what you do is important. I don't really know what you do, but I know it's important, and, thank you. I'll try my best to make you proud.
And I promise I will be there for the next one. I promise that, okay?
And just under Elijah's breath, just, yeah, I won't hold my breath, Dad. Yeah, okay, that sounds good.
Well, I'll miss you. And have a good couple of weeks. I can't wait to see you play once I'm back. And maybe when I'm back, all of us can go to the... how about that new multiplex? That new Space Wars film coming up. That looks pretty good, right?
Yes, Space Wars. I look forward to that, and I'm excited, and I hope we can actually do it.
We will. I promise. Anyway, and he holds out his hand and sort of brings you in for a one-armed hug and, "Okay, look after your mom and your sister while I'm gone, okay?"
I will, Dad.
Okay. And he bends down to Quinn. "Okay, bye, sweetie. I'll see you soon." And he wraps her in his arms and, "Okay, go. Have a lovely day. I'm missing you already." And as we have reached a new supernatural event, Jackie, as you are walking through the crowds, people are milling all around you, and it is a sea of people, with the tide slowly moving you towards the entrance of the school. But out of the corner of your eye, you see a bit of movement in the bushes, a rustle, and a small glint from something glassy, and a soft It's quite far away, but
Oh,
you
I'm
can see the bushes.
that's bait for Jackie, and she will never not go towards a whirring mechanical thing. Yeah, she's gonna swim out of this sea of people and run off to it.
So, as you move towards, and the sound of the crowds gets further away, you bend down, and you can see that in amidst the leaves, there is a small, triple-jointed creature just moving through. It's very, very advanced.
Jackie's gonna pull, it's like this little, she's gonna pull a tool out of her tool belt. It's basically like, its purpose is to click together, and she's gonna use it to try to like lure the robot to her. She's not sure if it knows English, so she's just like...
Make a charm roll for me.
Oh god.
You only need...
Is that blessed or cursed? What did we do last time?
Well,
So-
bless and curse is different. It's you roll first, and then if it's cursed, you take a success and you make it not a success. And if it's
Yeah.
blessed,
What?
so
So Mika has to roll first, basically.
I roll
Mika
first.
rolls, and then we'll know.
yeah. 0 successes again.
0 successes.
Rolling well.
And you don't have another bless. So as you look towards the creature, it just... And you can see these large Wall-E-like eyes just looking up at you, and it backs away into the bush, just...
Okay. Do I recognize the tech that it's made of? Like, have I ever seen anything like this before?
You've never seen anything like this. This is very advanced.
I will stay out here with it until I can bond with it. Like, I told Mom I'd go to school. Not if this thing's around.
So as Jackie bends down and continues to try and communicate and coax this creature out, Eli, as you are walking towards school, you hear a familiar voice. Yo! Eli! And turning around, you see a handsome boy with perfectly parted brown hair, a striking jawline and tan skin from time spent out on the pitch, as you see the captain of your school team, John Logan. And John comes from wealth, and it is clear from the sleek, fashionable clothes he wears underneath his blue and yellow sports jacket. And when at school, he is seldom seen without one of the other quarterbacks in the team, Brad, a hulking brick wall of a boy with a military haircut who looks as though he may burst through his jacket at any moment. But as you turn, John almost immediately tackles you, and I need you to make a force roll for me, please, to see how well you do.
Okay. Force, and then, hold on, let me make sure I'm doing this correctly, because I haven't rolled yet. Oh no, where my... Hold on, my D20 disappeared. Okay,
That was a supernatural event.
That's a supernatural event. So with the skill, do I put that I have for force, I have a 2. Do I add that to the bonus die or no? How does that work?
Yeah, so basically you roll however many dice you have in body, and you also roll an additional however many you have for force. So
okay, so I have a 5 in body, so I 5, and then I have 2 in force, so I do a 7 in that area?
Exactly.
Okay.
So you roll
Sorry.
7 dice, and you
It's my
see
first time
if you
using
get-
this.
That's okay.
And you have a bless as well.
Did I do that right? No, I didn't. I did it wrong. I should have just rolled, right? Because I accidentally typed a 7 in the bonus. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying my best.
That's
That's
okay.
okay. I'm a
that's okay.
struggle when I get there too.
So, so that's how I'm supposed to do it. Okay, I see it. There was an extra box I popped up and typed into, but there. 0 success.
0. So you have a bless that has been kindly donated by the chat, so you can use that to re-roll if you would like.
I'm gonna re-roll. First roll, I can't fail already. Please.
Wait, I thought bless just took one of the lower dice in the roll that you did and made it a success. And
Yeah,
then
so
re-roll is a re-roll.
A
And luck is
bless,
a reroll.
Right. I didn't. So, bless adds a success no matter what. Curse takes away a success if you have a success rolled.
Yeah.
And then
re-roll's
re-roll.
seven.
You re-roll your whole thing.
So
Yeah,
I
whereas
got
Mika had
one
done it as a
success
reroll.
auto.
Yeah.
So you get 1 success. So in that case, as John moves towards you, he hits your very firm abdomen as you just stand there, as he just struggles against you, and then, oh, well, you've been working out, big guy. Hey.
Oh yeah. You know me. I'm always pumping it up.
And as you say this, you feel a fist hit against your bicep as Brad comes up and goes, "Yo, man, how you doing?"
Big boy Brad, how are you, Brad? How you doing,
you know.
Brad?
Yeah, no, I'm good. Hey, you hear the news?
No, what's up?
And John leans in. No classes today. Coach had a word with Principal Hughes, and with the game this week, we're off the hook. Practice all day, bud.
Little John, are you serious?
Eli, Sparrow baby, would I lie to you?
Oh my God, let's go. And
Okay.
I'm just stoked. Get my pump on.
So as you all slowly move into the building, Jane, as everyone is moving towards the school, what are you doing?
Is this like everybody's just walking through?
Yeah, everyone's slowly making their way into the main entrance of the school.
Gotcha. I think I'm just looking around, sort of being observant of everything. You know, I see a pretzel on the ground, try to eat it when no one's looking. It's gross, so I throw it out or spit it out.
As
I'm
you
just
bend
lost.
down to grab the pretzel, you see over by the bush Jackie just bending down next to it, and she seems to be talking to the bush. It's very strange.
Can I walk over there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on, little guy.
What are you talking to?
There's a. Hi, Jane. There's like a little guy in the bush. I've never seen anything like it.
Should I jump in and capture it?
No.
Okay.
They're very skittish.
What is it?
I'm not sure. I have never seen anything like it before.
Like a squirrel or a bird? Like compare it to something.
Well, Let me think on this. Ed, you said it was like triple jointed. What does it look most like?
So it kind of just looks like a pair of binoculars on just a pair of legs. It is very, very small. It comes up to
Like
around
in Toy
your
Story?
knee. A little bit, but like longer legs,
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
triple jointed, kind of like flamingo legs.
Have you ever seen like a rodent, like a nutria? Have you ever seen one of those?
A nutrient? Yes, I've eaten them.
Right. Have you ever seen like a little dodo bird?
Yes.
Like that, but wider and less fleshy and more robotic.
Is it your friend?
Well, I'm trying to make it my friend.
Okay, well, can I be its second best friend?
Yeah.
Okay, we could work it out later. I'll write it down.
Do you want to help? I really want to get him out of the bush. Do you want to help me do that?
Yes, I do.
All right. Just be real gentle with it.
So if you
Okay.
would both like to make charm rolls. Now, you also both have in your character sheet something that is known as your pride. Now this can be anything. This can be a generic sentence like, I am not afraid, or I understand technology, or something like that. But you can use that to force a success, regardless of, you can basically use that instead of a roll. You can only use that once per session, but if you would like to use that now, you may also do that.
I'm not sure mine would apply here. My
Okay.
pride is that it's very hard to offend me.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want to make a straight roll, unless Jane, there is anything that would help you.
No, I'll do a roll.
Okay. So if you both want to make charm rolls for me.
Can you explain how we would do this?
Yeah.
You see how people have like those rectangles with their name? How do you have that?
So if you
Go on your character sheet, and then on the left on skills, click the charm word. Just click charm. And then a little box will pop up that says bonus dice, and you just hit submit.
Oh. Okay, and then you just write your number.
No.
No, you don't rate it.
You
It
know it.
autofills it.
Yeah.
Oh.
You filled your character sheet out on Roll20, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
So
just
just
my
click them.
charm says 1, but the box says 0, but it'll just know.
It's for the boxes for bonus.
Oh,
phase.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, with 2 successes, you have 1 more success than you need. So, you can choose to have an additional positive effect if you would like. Basically, any additional successes you get past the 1 you require, you can use that to basically enhance whatever it is that you do, or you can save it for something else.
And this is just related to getting it out of the bush kind of thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. We could save it. I don't know.
Okay. Well, either way, as you both just sort of move in and start gesturing to this little robotic creature, Jackie, much to your dismay, it looks from you to Jane next to you and starts to slowly move forward, its large eyes seemingly becoming even larger as they just rotate and fixate on Jane.
See, now my pride works, because I'm not offended by this. Oh, Jane, I think he likes you.
Why is it looking at me like that?
I think you might have been promoted to first friend.
Well, I like being second friend. First friend is a lot of pressure. Why don't you put it in your bag and keep it?
I'm not sure if I have room in my bag. I could put it in my locker, maybe.
Yeah, let's keep it in your locker. Do we need to feed it like screwdrivers or something?
Oh, Jane, robots don't eat like that.
Oh, acid or helium.
Or oil and lubricant, something like that.
Okay. We shouldn't tell anybody about this because they'll try to take them away.
Well, yeah, we're not allowed to have robots in class.
Okay,
Otherwise,
yeah,
I'd bring my family's companion robot to school.
just hide in your locker and give me your locker password so I can look at them too whenever I want.
Well,
I won't steal anything. You have nothing I like anyways.
all right. I'll give you my code.
Sweet.
You just can't take anything in there. I know exactly what it is. I've got it all cataloged.
I won't. You can, yeah. I don't want any of your stuff. I just want to see my second best friend.
All right. It's a
Well,
deal. Shake on it. You gotta
Okay.
promise me.
You gotta spit on it. Oh, wow, that's gooier. I don't like that, actually. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. This is disgusting. I'm gonna have a panic attack, and then I run away.
The robot kind of looks after Jane and then up at you, Jackie, kind of cocking its head, confused.
She's definitely a different kind of person, huh? But I think it's good. Everyone's different. You're different.
And sort of comes over and rubs up against your leg.
Now, I've got a lot of stuff in my locker, but you might be able to play with some of it. Do you want to just go sit in there for a few hours and then afterwards I can take you back and we can figure something out? Yeah? I'm not sure what you said, but that sounded positive, so I'm going to say that you agreed.
As this creature sort of jumps up towards you and you bring it into the school in any way you desire. Chloe, you and Lana have made your way from the car towards the main entrance, and as each of you variously enter the halls of Jenkins High, you are met with a rush of sound. Students run and talk and laugh and scream and sing, walking upstairs, disappearing into classrooms, but most are congregated in the long corridors full of alternating faint blue and yellow lockers. Each metal surface is covered in stickers and graffiti, and between these lockers, students are throwing footballs. They're pinning sheets and audition notices to notice boards, throwing paper aeroplanes, tipping one another over and chasing each other, and paper banners stretch across the ceiling, each displaying hand-drawn and painted images of an eagle, wearing a scarf in the blue and yellow colours of the school, picking up a mongoose in its talons with the accompanying slogan, "Go Eagles." And as teachers try to control the throng of students, you see every social group. Students wearing sports jackets, cheerleaders, comic geeks, the robotics nerds, the rockers, the music club, the goths, and more besides, and a variety of voices. 4 more days till the big game, bro! Just speaks to the flaw of the inherently capitalist system, that a millionaire can sell oil rigs, what is essentially scrap metal, to the town hall, while his old employees struggle to make ends meet. I just don't understand why I wasn't chosen to play Hermia. Well, who did Miss Fields casting was? The man with the donkey head. And Chloe, as you are making your way through the halls, you hear over the tannoy system, "Can Chloe Moore please make her way to Principal Hughes' office? Thank you, Chloe Moore, to the principal's office."
Is Lana with me still, or no?
Yeah, Lana sort of looks up and gives you a confused look under her large glasses.
I don't know. Oh, wait, if they ask me about your thing with the... Like, what if it's... Because, like, they know that we're friends, and they're like, oh, were you a witness? Like...
Oh, Jesus, tell them it was Darla Oaks.
Okay. Got it. I'll see you in... Oh my god, wait, do we have a period together today? Or...
Yeah, I think we have English together, first period. See you then.
Okay. Yeah, cool. Okay, see you then. Bye.
Okay, bye. Mwah, mwah. See you soon.
Okay, cool.
And as you make your way through the throng of students, you find yourself outside Principal Hughes' office. And there are only 2 figures. There is a student sat outside the principal's door, and you can see that his leg is moving up and down very quickly and nervously. And opposite the door, behind a desk, you see Miss Deirdre Critwiley, a very pale woman in her mid-60s. She wears a simple floral blouse tucked into a high-waisted skirt, with horn-rimmed glasses sitting beneath a messy beehive of greying brown hair, and she sits hunched in front of a computer, slowly looking up to check the monitor between each key that she presses as she types with her long red fingernails. And as you approach, she looks up and smiles at you, her white teeth stained ever so slightly by the red lipstick around her mouth. "Oh, hi, Chloe. Please take a seat. Principal Hughes will be with you shortly."
Okay, amazing. Thank you. Do you know why they asked to see me?
No, I'm not sure, but hopefully he'll be with you soon, okay? He's seeing another student presently.
Okay, cool. Thank you. And I'm gonna go and sit over on the chair and like try and fit both the lunch bags, or at least one of them, into my backpack so that I don't walk around with a million bags.
You, as you sit down, barely register the student next to you, but as you look back, you realize that you recognize him. But inside Principal Hughes' office, brown file after brown file is slamming down on the surface of the desk in the center of the office, each larger than the last, bulging with paper clips, additional notes, and colored paper, and each of them emblazoned with a single name. Darla Oaks. Vandalism, illicit substances, bad language, trapping students in the lockers, tying teachers' shoelaces, and now a fellow student has a black eye because you punched her in the face. It is an impressive track record. Do you have anything to say for yourself? Sam, would you like to describe Darla Oaks?
Sure thing. So Darla stands roughly like 5'1.5". So, still growing. And she's got a tan olive skin tone with some freckles, like that you can tell are caused by the sun. She always wears this brown leather pilot jacket that has a patch from an old Air Force unit, and she's got like little scrapes and stuff all over her knees and her fingers, and probably a fresh little bit on her knuckles. And she's always wearing a gold chain, stacked gold rings, and a silver chain around her waist as a belt.
And as you sit there inside this rather large office, its walls painted an off-colour yellow and lined with shelves and metal filing cabinets and motivational posters pinned to the wall, along with a number of awards, a couple of trophies, and the Eagles flag prominently displayed behind the desk. You see Principal Hughes leaning on the desk next to you. He's a tall, thin man in his early 50s. His face is pale as his weighty, top-heavy, brushed-back grey hair, with bushy black caterpillar-like eyebrows and brown eyes, and his square, clean-shaven jaw frames a not unkind face, even as he stares down at you firmly. I may as well install a revolving door. Look, Darla, what is it about this office that intrigues you, Darlene? Is it the decor? The filing cabinets, the paperwork, God knows. I could use some extra assistance if you're looking for a more productive way to spend your time.
Oh, is it my turn to speak?
Please, go ahead. And he sits down behind the desk.
Finally. And she was sitting back in her chair, and it like kind of pushes forward as she then pushes her elbows up onto the desk. Not breaking eye contact with him, just looking pointedly at him. I mean, if you want to install the broken door, because it will be the amount of times that I'm in here, then that's fine. Because what are you gonna do? Expel me? That's what I've been waiting for.
What do we do, Darla? Because I can't give you detentions because you never show up. I can't give you a warning because you ignore them. And despite your best efforts, I'm not going to expel you because, and I believe this deep down, there has to be a reason you keep coming back to this school.
To be fair, it's just to get out of the house. Something to do.
How, and he leans back and his demeanor softens a little bit. How are things at home?
Oh, is Scotty? Same as ever. Lazy, doing his thing. Leaves me money every Sunday, so that's fine.
All right, if you don't want to have a serious conversation with me, how about our counselor?
Sure. Send me to the counselor. We'll see how it goes.
I dislike the way that everything you say in my office sounds like a threat, darling.
What do you mean? That sounds like a personal problem.
Well, for every problem, there is a solution, and I believe I have a temporary one. Usually, our buddy system is employed for new students, but I feel quite happy to make an exception in this case. Miss Critwiley, will you please send in Miss Moore? And at this, the door opens, and Chloe, you are sat on the seats outside, looking into Principal Hughes' office, where you see Darlene sat in front of the door. Chloe,
Darla stands
please.
up, actually, and she looks at the principal. Hold on. Her? Chloe? Why? It can be anybody else. Like, you can give me the weird one that's always in a tattered orange cardigan. I don't care.
Sorry, did the door open by accident or?
No, please come in, Chloe. Join us.
Okay. I'm gonna pick up my bags. Come in. Hi.
How are
Yeah.
you, Chloe?
Hi, Principal. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm very well, as is Darla. Now, Chloe, Darlene here needs a shining example of what it is to be a contributing member of this school, and I thought who better to serve as that example than you?
Oh, thank you. I mean, I don't know if I'm the sort of student that Darla, like, shouldn't you find somebody who's in the same, like, clubs as her or something? I don't know, like, Darla, what sort of student would, like, you want to follow around? Like, is it?
Oh, you're in the same year group, so that
Sorry,
should
no,
make,
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Principal Hughes. I would love to hear from Darla what sort of student she wants to follow around because, you know, or if she picked me, like,
Seeing
why?
you kind
know,
of nervous, Darla would sit back down and just sit back. Actually, you seem like the perfect student.
Thank you. Thank you. That's really nice.
very
I'm so not,
welcome.
but thank you. Yeah, I mean, for the buddy stuff, I've done buddy stuff before. Darla, I don't know if you know that. Principal Hughes knows that, but I did buddy stuff before, so we could totally do
That's
that.
so cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you sick?
If it gets me out of here, I can't be. I'm sick.
Okay. Okay, because I do. Yeah. Okay. I do
Well-
kind of have like club stuff every weekend, so if I get sick, that kind of like messes it up. But I do have a bunch of orange juice today, so hopefully I'll like if you do get me sick, then like it won't even matter. So you know what, Principal Hughes, actually this could be fine.
Good. Well, every moment you can spare while you're at school, I want you to tied at the hip. Show what it means to be a model student, all right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I can try.
Excellent. Okay, well,
be
and
fun.
at this point, Miss Crit Wiley just pokes her head round the door. Mr. Hughes, the mayor and her news crew are here for you. They're ready. Oh, thank you very much, Miss Crit Wiley. Okay, both of you, out. And I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. And he closes the door behind him as the two of you are left alone together.
She puts her hand like on your shoulder. Well, thanks so much for getting me out of that one. I'll catch you later. And she starts walking away.
Oh no, it's okay. You don't like owe me or anything. Are we supposed to like be together for buddy stuff though? I don't.
After a second hearing you, she would stop and turn around. Do you really want to be attached at the hip to me? I mean, I can show you a fun time, but that's up to you.
What year is Darla in, by the way? Sorry.
She's a sophomore. She is
So she's the same year as me?
15 and a half.
Okay. Okay. I'm like a year older than you, but I'm like, yes, I am also a sophomore. Hello, fellow kids. Yeah. You know what? Okay, you know what? Let's do it that, like, recess and lunch will be buddy, but then like, in classes maybe no, and we can like pick a spot to meet at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. That sounds like a great
Okay.
schedule. Absolutely. I'll see you then. She has no plans of seeing you then. And she walks away and
Okay,
shuts the
cool.
door.
Okay, so like the oval at recess.
As you shout this, Chloe, you see the student that you were sat next to outside immediately leap up and start to follow Darla. As Sam, would you like to describe Darla's friend, Arthur, Artie, Hick?
I love him. Yeah, so Arthur, if y'all would have been around town and stuff like that, you would have seen Arthur, or Artie is what we call him, around Darla all the time. They have been best friends since they were little kids, and Arthur is actually, did I put his height on here? Let me actually look. I lost his thing. Oh, yes. Okay, yeah, he's roughly about like 5'7". He is a very handsome mixed black and Filipino 16-year-old boy. He doesn't have any defined muscles, but he's slightly built in body with this very nice golden olive brown skin. He's got thick Afro-Asian textured dark brown curls that sit atop of his head, and he has like greenish hazel almond-shaped eyes with these golden aviator glasses that match a gold chain necklace with a light blue pendant attached to it. You can usually find him wearing some form of like a loose pair of pants that's within the style, but it's not like baggy. So he's always got a belt, and he's got like different flannels or plaid shirts tucked in, and he wears the exact same leather belt and black Converse with his daily attire, which matches Darla's black Converse. So
As he catches up to Darla, and Chloe, you recognize this individual from around a year ago. Artie catches up to Darla, and Darla, hey, are you all right? What happened? I didn't
that's
see you
just the
after school
usual
yesterday.
stuff.
Okay, what is
well,
usual?
Nothing. It's just Lana. It's always Lana.
Oh, I'm sorry. But hey, I don't know if you heard about this party tonight, out in Eden Forest. I don't have an invite, but I wondered if maybe you wanted to,
You have an invite
go?
with me. We'll get in there. Don't worry. What
Oh,
time is
really?
it?
Okay. So I think 8, 9 in the forest. It would be good to have
Perfect. I
someone
love a good crash.
Oh, crashing. Okay, cool. Oh, hey, Jane! And Jane, as you come out of the bathroom, sort of with freshly washed hands, you see Artie break away from Darla Oaks and moving through the crowd towards you. Jane, hi! I got you something. While I came in. Hi. I found this on my way in, and he brings out what looks to be a number of different pencils. Some charcoal pencils. I thought they might be useful. I saw some on my way in, and I had a bit of extra pocket money, and you're always drawing, so there. Hi. There you go.
For me? Like, what do you want in return?
Oh, nothing. No, I just saw them and thought of you. You know.
Is this a trick?
No, I don't think so. Also, Jane, have you met, and he looks over at you, Darla, in a kind of be nice way, and, this is, my friend, Darla, and, oh, hey, Jackie! And almost like a pinball machine, he is moving between you all as he darts off through the crowd, leaving Darla and Jane, the both of you standing quite awkwardly in front of one another.
So, you're Darla.
So, Jane, how are you?
Medium.
I don't know what that means.
What about you? How is everything? I saw you went in the principal's office. Did you get an award?
I sure did. You should see it, actually. If you see Lana walking around, you'll see it right on her face. It's a great one. It's shiny and bright.
That's awesome. I mean,
really is,
I don't know how
thank
they
you.
put it on her, but she just carrying it?
She's carrying it now.
You're so pretty, it's annoying.
She just
But you
walks
already
away.
know that. Yeah.
She pushes you, actually, into the lockers.
Whoa.
There is that reverberates down the lockers towards where you are, Jackie, currently putting something into your locker, as you just hear from behind you, Jackie, Jackie! And Artie moves up behind you. Did you see the magnetrine trawler this morning over the Pacific?
Yes, I saw it from my front yard. Artie,
Oh,
no, wait,
my-
hold on. Artie, I need to show you something.
All right,
I
fine.
found this little guy in he's a little too big for his britches, but I found him in the he's out front. He doesn't really have an actuator. I've been trying to figure him out all night, or I guess all day. Sorry.
No, that's fine. What are you talking about? What?
She's gonna like open her locker door a little bit to show off the little guy. He was just crawling around in there. No,
Immediately pushes it shut. What is that? What is that?
I don't know. I've been trying to figure out names for him. I've been calling him Bug.
This is amazing. And he turns around and he sees Darla and just Darla. Come here.
Are you
Hey,
sure we should tell? Right. Okay.
Do you? I mean, do you know? Have you and Darla met, or are you cool? Are you not cool? I know Darla's not cool with a lot of
I
people.
don't think we've said hi, hi, Darla.
Hi.
I'm Jack.
Walking out of the... Y'all are outside of the school, right?
We're at our locker. My locker.
This is hiding in your locker.
I put the robot in my locker.
Yeah.
Obviously, of
Walking away from
course.
Jane. And she's got her hands in her pocket, so she's not gonna reach out and grab yours back. Hi, Jackie. Well, what are y'all doing? And she's peeking around.
Jackie and I were just talking about the magnetrine trawler. This morning, it was all the way over in
The really big one by the water.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
that's all though, right, Jackie?
sorry,
Unless
like-
you wanted to say,
Artie has told me so much about you. I just thought maybe we could all hang out one time, or
Actually, are you going to the house party tonight?
there's a house party tonight.
Yeah, actually, I'm your official invitation.
Well, that's so nice. Yeah,
Thank you. I am very nice.
I'm gonna be there till the creek rises. That's for sure.
and when is
Sure.
that? Is that morning or what?
Till the creek rises.
Yeah, I sorry, I'm not familiar with.
Sorry.
That is
It kind of just means like till I want to go home. Like, it's like it's a situate like, oh yeah, I'll be doing my homework till the creek rises, like until my homework's done. That's when the creek's rising.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm pretty sure I've said this around you before, Artie. My dad's for sure said it around you.
Oh, well, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that sort of washes over me, water off a duck's back. I guess that's, I think I picked that up
Anyway,
from you.
let's make sure we
Alright.
meet behind the diner at, let's say 8. That's where we'll meet up.
Yeah. Behind the behind the diner at 8.
Yeah. That way we can make sure we go together so nobody's alone.
So school's out at like what, 3:30, and then I gotta run an errand for my parents and gotta take care of some stuff. I should be 8. I should be at 8.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway,
Did you say that Jane
the robot?
As well, or? Yeah, the robot's trying to push out of the locker, and you can just hear.
did it just make a dog sound?
Yeah, there's like a lot of noise outside right now. I think it's raining really hard.
Sorry, what'd you ask, Artie?
I was just saying you invited quite menacingly Jane over there. Is that? You want to fill her in the plan, or what?
Sure. Where is Jane? Did she walk over?
I'm assuming
Well, you
she's
just,
still pushed
you
up
just
against
shoved
the
me
locker.
into a locker. Yeah.
you just like standing there.
Yeah.
Was I supposed to invite her?
Well,
I don't see why you wouldn't invite Jane. I mean, we just met.
Sure. Let me invite her. And Darla walks back over to her, and so you're just standing there? Like, what are you doing?
Hey, Darla. Just standing, just looking into nothing as I dissociate.
She walks up really closely to you and kind of like puts her eyes at eye level with yours. Meet behind the diner, and hey, we're going to a party.
Which
There,
diner?
I invited you. It's fine. Whatever. You don't have to say anything else. And she just walks away.
Okay.
So as you all stand in your various areas of the corridor, and slowly people are beginning to make their way towards their classrooms, Eli, John, and Bradley flank you as you continue walking down, and John turns to you and, so, how are invitations going for tonight? All good?
Yeah. Everyone who's everyone will be there. It should be a good time.
Okay, cool. And Brad, how are drinks looking? Yeah, no, my dad got us some kegs from work, so they should be at the cabin already. Nice. Okay, so Elijah, I'll meet you at the cabin around 8ish. We'll set everything up.
Yeah, hey, just make sure, I know, we don't want any of our parents finding out, but, like, make sure my mom doesn't find out about those kegs. Teacher, parent, that's complicated.
Look, I get it. What if people find out Robert Logan's son is drinking till all hours of the night? It's, I get it. So don't worry, secret's safe with me, okay?
Lil John, Brad, boy, we got this.
And they move back and go in for a chest bump 3-way. Just go, "Ooh!" And all right,
Yeah.
see you out there on the pitch, big guy. And
Yeah, we got this.
As you slowly make your way off, and John and Bradley start to make their way over towards where the school pitch is, the school bell rings, and everyone begins to make their way off to their respective classes. Eli, making your way towards the football pitch, and the rest of you towards the first class of the day. As we dive back in, we start on a teacher. In first period, it is English. And as you sit there, all of you, save for Eli, Miss Reynolds Jackson, a pale woman wearing jeans and a large blouse and a red pair of glasses framing her wide and pretty features as she animatedly reads from a book. But above the grey land and the spasms of bleak dust which drift endlessly over it, you perceive, after a moment, the eyes of Dr. T.J. Eckelberg. The eyes of Dr. T.J. Eckelberg are blue and gigantic. Their retinas are 1 yard high, and they look out of no face but instead from a pair of enormous yellow spectacles, which pass over a non-existent nose. Evidently, some wag of an oculist set them here to fatten his practice in the borough of Queens, and then sank down himself into eternal blindness, or forgot them, and moved away. And so begins our introduction to the Ash Valley of F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby. So, what do we think the eyes of Dr. T.J. Eckelberg represent? As ever, there are no wrong answers. And she sits down on the front desk and just waits very patiently, as she often does. Yes, Chloe.
Is it that we're the eyes because we're reading the words?
I think that's certainly a very valid interpretation of the text, Chloe, absolutely. Anyone else at all? If we maybe think about the way in which the Ash Valley is presented to us, the reader. And she looks around, and you see her just see you at the back, Jane. And she gives a little bit of a smile and sort of nods to herself, and, well, while you think on that, for next week's session, you will all be giving a presentation about the subject of wealth and class in The Great Gatsby. And you see her move over to the blackboard and begin to write a summary on this. How does the novel juxtapose the excesses of the rich with those under the gaze of Dr. T.J. Eckelberg? Is Nick Carraway complicit in this disparity, and upon whose feet does Fitzgerald lay the blame? What you ask and how you choose to approach this subject is up to you, but you will not be doing so alone, because for this task, you will be in groups. So, I don't want to see familiar faces together. Yes, I am looking at you both, Chloe and Lana, so feel free to mingle amongst yourselves, find a group. No more than 5 to a group, but this is an opportunity to get to know your fellow students, maybe those that you haven't really interacted with much this year. But mingle, and we will tally up names at the end of the session. Okay, and she moves over to her desk and starts bookmarking bits of The Great Gatsby as she continues to prepare for the next portion of class. But there is a murmur amongst everyone as everyone looks between each other, and Artie leans over to you, Darla, and you want to be in a group together? Well, yeah, obviously. Hey, are you? I hope you didn't mind my talking to Jackie and Jane earlier. I just thought, okay. I just I thought it might be good to you know what? Never mind. Anyway, who else do you want to pair off with? And he sort of looks quite pointedly in the direction of Jackie, and maybe.
Sam, I think your mic is muted. Sorry, people in chat are saying.
Like stream.
I can hear you though.
We can hear
Yeah.
you, but I don't
Repeat
think you
everything you just
Can
said.
you hear me now?
It was good.
I said,
Hey, it's me,
oh,
Darla.
I was following Artie's eyes to Jackie.
I can hear you on stream now. You're good.
Can you hear me now? Sweet.
You're on stream. You're good.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Chloe, Lana leans across to you and, so, hang on, let me get this straight. So you're having to buddy up with the girl who hit me in the face?
Yeah, it's like a rehabilitative thing, I think. But I managed to say just like we'll just meet up on break, and then we don't need to do anything, I don't think. So.
Oh, cool. Well, I don't want you being any more exposed to her than you have to be, because she's a menace, Chloe. A menace. I mean, you saw what happened to my face, but all the students around her are terrified of her. So be careful, okay, honey? Please, I'm asking you. Please be careful.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Honestly, I'm not gonna say anything to her about like her whatever it was that you said about cars and stuff. I'm just gonna I don't know, ask her about her clothes. I don't even know. I don't even know what I would talk to her about, you know? So yeah, literally just on break, I'll just sit there and stand. I'm gonna go find, I don't even know who I would like pair with in class for this, honestly, but I'm gonna like try to find somebody. So I'll see you later.
Cool. Yeah, I guess. Cool. And Jackie, as you're sat there and streams of light are streaming across your desk and warming your face, what are you doing?
Oh, Jackie has not been paying attention at all. She doesn't even know that we're about to be put in groups. The Magnetrine Fighter, the bug robot, and then knowing that she can go to the scrapyard on behalf of her parents to get things. There's like no way for her to focus right now. All they're thinking about are those things.
As this is happening, and as you all make your groups, and as you talk amongst yourselves, and as Artie sits there next to you, Darla, sort of smiling in your direction occasionally, out on the football pitch, Elijah, can you make a force roll for me, please?
All right, here we go. 3 success, baby.
Okay, so you can choose to use those 2 successes, those additional 2 successes for either this or to advance something else later. But as you stand there, Bradley slams into you as he just bounces straight off you and falls onto the ground as grass and dirt flies up. The stadium around you is large, especially by the standards of a town the size of Eden Falls. White bleachers surround it on each side, and one set of tiered seating leads up to the back of Jenkins High. Blue and yellow flags surrounding and bunting on the pitch, and off to one side you can see a tunnel leading away from the pitch around down into the changing rooms. But as Bradley falls to the ground, John just runs forward around doing laps of the pitch, and he goes, "Nice one, Sparrow!" and just continues running.
Brad, boy, you know better. Come on.
And Brad just gets up and, oh god, I think you, okay, no, it's cool. Okay, you hit me, bro, you hit me.
No. Come on. I don't want a cheap
Bro.
shot like that.
No, do it. Come on! And he's just like slamming his chest and,
All right, here we go.
And with your 2 successes, there is a distinct as Bradley flies up into the air, and you just hear this moment of silence before he comes crashing down onto the ground, and he just lies there staring up into the sky.
Yeah, Brad, boy, I told you.
I'm gonna lie here. And as he says this, there is a shout from the side of the pitch. All right, everyone, line up! And you can see over by the side of the pitch, Coach Gleason, nicknamed the Bull. Now, Coach Gleason is a tall, muscular individual in his 50s, with pale, pockmarked skin, and he wears a white polo shirt and blue shorts with a matching cap over his balding head. And his military background is exemplified in your training. He is a taskmaster, and he suffers no layabouts or slackers. But as the team begins to run over, you can hear him shouting, and Bradley just looks towards you and, Eli, give me a lift up, bro.
Yeah. I just grab him with my super tall, super muscular arms and just kind of carry him with me.
And as you walk over, you hear, all right, now, we got mongooses in 4 days, but lucky for us, they'll be playing on our turf. I want you out here, or together, busting chops and brains every day, afternoon, evening, and night until then. You got plans? Sack 'em. You got homework? Send the teachers my way. You got free time? You best be using that to come up with strategies. And you got girlfriends? I'm afraid they're gonna be disappointed because, boys, you will be here. I want you to know this pitch like it's the back of your hand. Do you understand? And everyone screams out, yes, coach!
Yes, coach!
All right, go Eagles! Okay, back! And everyone begins to rush back off, and Coach Gleason looks at you, Eli, and, hey, Sparrow, a word.
Yeah, yes, sir.
How you doing, son? You okay?
Yes, sir. I'm doing very well, and I'm excited for this game coming up. We got this.
All right, you don't need to talk to me like I'm some kind of army general, champ. It's okay. Calm down, calm down.
Sorry, sir. I mean, sorry, coach.
At ease. So, I've been thinking, you, Logan, shoot, you're my best, you're my heavy hitters, my boys, the rock on which I build my church. But, after all this, what are you thinking? Boy, after next year, what do you want to do?
Honestly, sir, I haven't really thought that far ahead. I just, with my sister's been having a hard time lately, and in these games, I want to make sure I'm putting my best self out there. I haven't really thought that far.
Right, so no ideas about school or anything like that?
I mean, I would like to continue to play. My dad believes in me, even though he doesn't catch any of the games. And my mom says do whatever makes me happy. And part of me's really happy putting myself out there.
Okay. Well, look. All I'm saying is, boy, you're an excellent football player. I really mean that, truly. I've been working here a long time, and you are... I think you got a scholarship in you, kid.
Sir, really?
Yeah, really. You continue at the rate you are. Yeah, I can see it. Any college will be lucky to have you.
Okay, I should start looking at schools. I didn't think that far ahead.
Yeah, well, for now, focus on Friday, focus on the match, but after that, you need any advice, come to me, okay?
Thank you, Coach. I really appreciate that.
No worries. Okay, get back out there. Go, go, go!
Okay! Ooh.
And as you start running over towards the pitch once more, back in the English class, slowly people are petering off and they are handing names into the teacher for class, and for expediency's sake, are there any individuals or interesting pairings that you're wanting to group off into?
I would like one.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that after I talk to Lana, I go over to where Jane is at the back of the class. So just like walking and looking around, and then eventually making my way up to Jane as if like I was just looking around and couldn't find anybody, and she was like the last pick.
What's up, nerd?
Hi, Withers. Do you want to pair up for the group thing? Cause
Ew, that's embarrassing, but okay.
Do you like love the book, or like I'm not gonna like ruin it for you? Like I don't even know most of it. I know that.
I mean, well,
Have you read it?
yeah. I'm in the middle of reading like 4 books, so I'm confused. Okay, there's a lot of plots mixing up in there.
Okay. Greg Gatsby is the one where it's like the rich guy, and he's in love with a girl, and then it's like a green lighthouse or something, and then the main guy doesn't even matter, but like literally, I think you would like him. This is interesting though. This is kind of cool.
Okay.
He's like kind of gay a little bit.
Okay.
Like, yeah. Like, okay, wait. Okay, literally. Okay, no, but like later, I need to ask you because like there's a scene in this elevator,
Okay.
and then like fades to black, and like he's with another dude, and like fades to black, and then he wakes up like in bed or something. It's really weird.
Whoa, I found a book in the library with sex parts in it.
Like the biology textbooks.
No, like there's a part where I think they do it.
Oh,
What's a
like
member?
in the story they do it. What do you mean? What's a member?
I don't know. Anyways, yeah, we could be partners.
Okay, like we'll be like members of our group. Like,
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
yeah, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
So cool. Yeah,
So,
cool.
It's just
Yeah.
us, like nobody else, like
I
a 2-person kind of thing.
I guess. Is there anyone else you want in the group?
No. No, I would do
Oh.
it alone, honestly.
Yeah, no,
but,
yeah, righteous. Oh,
but I thought, you could use the help, so.
okay. No, I do know book stuff. Like, I don't read 4 at once, but I have read like 4 books at least.
No
You know?
way. Wow, you're so smart and wonderful. Wow, Chloe. You're great. This is gonna be great.
Okay, like, sarcasm's like not cool.
I'm not
Right.
even being sarcastic. This is who I am. You're great, Chloe.
Someone
Okay.
has donated enough for an inner monologue. Chloe,
Time.
what is your inner monologue right now
Wait, of who?
of Chloe?
Of Chloe? Oh no! Oh
got
my
this, you got
god.
Like, what is she thinking in this
Chloe-
moment?
Oh god. Okay. All right. I'm a third person, if that's okay. Lovely donator. Chloe is thinking to herself that she definitely fumbled on the protagonist's gay thing that actually wasn't interesting, and Chloe is like stupid and should remember better what Jane would be interested in, and she's never going to impress Jane at this rate, and this is humiliating. And if she does the work with Jane and Jane doesn't like it, that's going to be horrible. But then if Jane does all the work, Chloe would also feel horrible, and Chloe just really wants them both to sit down and be able to do a cute little project together. And Great Gatsby is a terrible topic for that, but Chloe's like trying, even though Chloe can only really read the dialogue in the book, and that's all that she's really good at keeping up with. And Chloe really, really has to figure out how to push her backpack subtly enough so that the lunch bag falls out, and she's really stressed about that. And she's gonna try that now, I think, if you would let her roll to try and subtly drop a lunch bag.
Make a sneak roll for me, please.
Boy, I hope this sneak roll works, Chloe says to herself in her brain. That's so true. That's so true. But I don't know if I want to use the worst for this one, but we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna roll sneak. Ah. Juicy
As you nudge your backpack, one of the paper bags with lunch in that your stepmother gave you falls out and next to the foot of Jane Withers. And much as yours had written on it the name Chloe, this one has the name Jane written on.
Why are you giving me my lunch so late
I'm
and
not.
so weird? Like, you could just hand it to me. It's not like we're fucking related.
You don't like it when I just like hand you stuff from like your home.
Back in
Sorry.
the classroom during a group project. Do you think anybody's looking at a bag you're giving me?
Yeah, because like that's how people that do drugs get caught.
You better not have taken the good stuff out of here, okay? I don't want the
You
sandwich.
selling drugs again? You're making selling drugs again.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, it's like cucumber, by the way. I hope that's
What do
alright.
you mean?
It's cucumber in your sandwich because your mom ran out of lettuce.
Okay. I mean, whatever. I pull the vegetables out anyway.
That's like so wasteful.
You can have them.
I
And
don't
I start
want
picking them out of the bag and like throwing them at your
Don't-
backpack.
Oh my god, please don't. Literally, John like gave me a gift card for this, and that's why I bought this backpack, and you're ruining it.
As cucumber is just at the back of the class, we transition back down as the school bell rings out for another class as everyone begins to leave. And as everyone begins to file out, and you take a moment's respite before your next class, is there anything that any of you are doing in between classes as you head to your next period, science?
Thinking thoughts.
I'm still out in the football field. Bro time!
The bell rings, you don't hear it because you've already got like tinnitus
Yeah,
from getting
yeah,
hit in
yeah.
the head so much.
So in that case, I will say, for the rest of you, as you mingle and Jackie, as you check back on the lockout, and you can see Artie is sort of keeping an eye on you as well, and just sort of gesturing, not very subtly, how is it doing? You see that over by one side of the corridor, there is a small crowd congregating around the entrance of a classroom, where, in amongst the students and teachers, you can see Principal Hughes straightening his suit and shaking hands with another individual. A tall, tanned woman with a short, greying brown bob framing her rather stern visage, and a dark green pantsuit. An individual you have seen on Eden Falls News many times before, Mayor Gina Hirsch. They are both stood in front of a ceremonial ribbon that stretches across the door, and stood a few feet away, you see a scruffy-looking individual with a boom mic, a gum-chewing camera operator with a backwards cap, and stood in front of a rolling camera feed, the face of EFN herself, local reporter Jackie Dorado, who, as she stands there in a crimson skirt suit that matches her nails and lipstick, is midway through a report. Welcoming Mayor Gina Hirsch to open up the school's brand new science department, which was lost in a fire explosion last year during a class presentation gone awry. While no students were harmed in the explosion, the science teacher responsible, Martin Jenkins, was let go under a dark cloud. We now go over to Mayor Hirsch, and at this point the woman in the green suit steps forward. Jenkins High has been at the heart of our community since the great town was first erected in 1861. And as Eden Falls becomes the epicenter of scientific research thanks to its close relationship with the Loop, it seems only fitting that the students of our community, thanks to the funding supplied by our donor, Robert Logan, have access to the best opportunities technology can offer them, providing these bright young visionaries a torch to light the way into a brighter future. And with that, she takes a pair of scissors from Principal Jenkins, cuts the ribbon, and poses for a nearby sort of crowd of photographers, lights flashing everywhere as photos are taken, and a small round of applause sweeps through the gathered crowd. And the mayor almost immediately moves off again, and Principal Hughes turns to Eli's mother, who stands to one side and goes, "All right, Mrs. Sparrow, your classroom is yours again." And Eve looks somewhat put out at this. She just kind of wants to get to teaching, and she goes, "Okay, class, come on in. We'll start immediately. Come on, one by one. And can everyone except for Eli make a comprehend roll for me, please? And we'll see who has the highest successes.
Yeesh.
Surprise, surprise, no successes.
Ooh.
Oh no, me.
Can I use one of my blesses? Because I realize if I don't use it, it expires after the session, right?
Yeah, of course, absolutely, go for it.
Okay. I'll use a bless. I
I'll
don't know if I
bless
did
to
anything.
get a success.
Wait, did I have a blessing or not?
Yes, you have several.
Yes, you.
I'll use that or whatever.
Okay.
Oh,
And-
you don't re-roll for a bless. Bless is just you add a success. So you'd say from 0
1.
to 1.
Deal.
And,
So I got 1. Okay.
Yeah.
What the heck?
And,
It won't go through. I've clicked it 3 times.
oh, okay. Would you like me to roll for you?
There
it is.
Nice.
So, we have a success from Darla, from Chloe, and from Jane. So, I will say...
Jackie.
Oh, and Jackie, sorry, I'm sorry. So,
Give me this.
so as you all file through, I'm so sorry. It's white text against a very light grey backdrop, and I cannot see.
Oh, change it
but
from dark mode.
Oh, amazing!
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it only works on
so-
light mode.
We had to swap to light mode.
There's a
So
little
as Eve begins to usher you all into your classroom, all of you see as the mayor sweeps past, her smiling face suddenly dropping as she just moves away, and you can see a very young woman with blonde hair tied back in a tight bun, wide round glasses almost covering her face, though not obscuring her red freckled cheeks, and her dark grey skirt suit is buttoned up so high it's a wonder she can breathe. But as they walk away, you just overhear as they walk down the corridor, Miss Hirsch, What is it, Poppy? Mr. Logan has contacted and asked that today's meeting be pushed to another day. Something has come up. Asked or demanded? What? Did he ask or demand? Asked or demand? I don't know. It wasn't exactly clear, but he seemed quite agitated. These Logans, all the same, acting as if they own the town. And they move off round the corner and away as Eve, come on, everyone, into class. And you're all ushered through to the classroom. As down in the football pitch, Eli, practice comes to an end before lunch. And after the practice, the team retreats back to the changing rooms. As you all begin to undress and get into your clothes, having showers and whipping each other with towels, and as you do this, and you all are in a position where you are presentable, Coach Gleason comes back in and, all right, team, good hustle out there today. Get cleaned up, get out of here, and tomorrow, the real work starts. And one more thing, I got eyes and ears everywhere. And it is my understanding that you all have a party tonight. Eli, is that right?
Coach, define party, Coach. Sir.
Don't give me lip, boy.
Okay. It's more of a small get-together, to boost morale. We want to be, a team, a unit, and ready to go. These mongeese don't stand a chance. I'm looking over to make sure everyone else is like...
John just kind of gives you a very, oh, good going. and Coach just looks you up and down and looks around the room. Is there gonna be booze?
Booze? No, sir. There's not gonna be booze.
Elijah Sparrow, is there gonna be alcohol at this party?
I'm not bringing it. No. I am unsure because we don't have it as of now.
I don't know what to say except have fun out there. You've all earned it. And he nods
Thank
and
you,
begins
Coach.
to leave. And then as he's leaving, he just goes, oh, by the way, Sparrow is on towel duty. And as this happens, you are smacked with dirty and wet towels that just... And everyone begins to walk out as John turns to you and, right, Brad and I will go ahead, get things set up at the cabin. You all good to make your way there after school?
Yes. I'm just pushing towels off of my face. Yes.
As you say that, another one just smacks you in the face as John goes, all right, see you later, bud.
Thank you, little John.
And as the towels fall to the ground around you, and the team leaves, laughing and talking, ready for their lunch break, you are left alone. Towels piled around you in the room, sopping wet and filthy.
Disgusting.
But as you sit down, as you kneel and begin to pick up the various towels, moving between the aisles of the blue metal lockers, you're in there for around 10-15 minutes, picking up towels and mopping up dirty water off the white tiled floor, looking around the room, and you see one final towel underneath one of the lockers.
There it is. And I reach down for it. Not happy about doing this.
As you do, you feel something underneath it.
Ugh. I
It is
swear.
solid to the touch.
If this is a cup, Brad Boy's gonna pay for this.
You pull it off, and it is not a cup.
Thank God.
On the floor, stark against the white tiles, you see a cube. A dark, obsidian black cube It is small enough to fit in your hand, its surface sheer and unbroken, looking like neither stone nor metal. And it is a strange and alien presence in this place, and though it makes no sound, against your skull, it is almost as though it gives out a low hum. You've never seen anything like it.
Oh God, I don't. It's like it's pressing in my ears. I can't leave this in the locker room. We have a big day coming up. I gotta get this out of here. The team can't deal with this. So I grab it and I throw it in my backpack.
As soon as your hand makes contact with it, the sound stops.
I gotta get, with this party's coming up, I just don't want the team to deal with this. Throw it in my backpack.
So, you head off, and the lunch bell rings. Now, for expediency's sake, is there anything that anyone is wanting to do from lunch until the end of the day?
Hanging out with my buddy Darla. Well, waiting for Darla, and then getting ghosted, I guess. Actually, hang on.
Where would you be waiting for her?
The Oval.
What is the
I don't
Oval?
know if it is. I'm
Sorry, I
Australian.
forgot.
Life is difficult. It's just big field. It's just the field. I guess the football pitch, I guess.
The track? That's
the
an
track.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 That's the cutest name for it. The Oval.
Well, no, an oval is just like a big field, basically, in like the back in Australia in a school. It was called Oval, the Oval. I don't even think it was an oval, but we'll say it's in the track field.
We have the playground.
Maybe at the playground at lunch.
What time would this be?
Recess, which I learned doesn't exist apparently in America.
Not in
Recess?
In high school.
Well, some high
we
schools
have
have
free
power hour.
periods. Yeah.
Yeah,
we have,
power
like,
hour then. Okay. I'm
Adapting.
so difficult being an Australian. Like really, the cultural differences. Like such an adjustment.
Cultural shock. Oh my God.
So hard.
Oh my god. You guys don't call track pants trackies? I'm confused. What? Water fountain? That's a bubbler. This is also confusing.
I'm so sorry. A bubbler?
That's
They bubble.
something different.
Where?
Here.
Like
You're
water
carbonated?
Like a water fountain where like you put your head down to
Yeah.
it. Like, in
Yeah.
school. Yeah, bubbler.
Where's the bubble
Bubbles.
coming from?
It's bubble, like the water is
Bubble.
like bubbling up.
No, it's
Look
fountaining.
it up.
Well, you've got your water fountain, your still water fountain, then you've got your sparkling water fountain, and that's
Oh,
And then
yeah.
you have your fruit punch fountain.
It's
Yeah.
champagne in Australia. Like it's the bubbles to the bubbly.
Ah,
Yeah, no, she would not come to the
Nori.
Oval.
Checks out.
Ari Nori, the
man.
bubbler.
Oh no, the bubbler! No, I'm drunk with the bubbler. Oh,
I'm gonna
man.
pop over to the bubbler, mate. Get a little drink.
So y'all are at the Oval?
so. Darla, you do not show up to the Oval.
And
or
there's
the
a free
track.
period. She's with Artie. Unless he goes to the Oval for some reason. Or the
Artie
track.
does not go to the Oval. Artie stays fairly close to you throughout the day, Darla.
I would say I'd be interested in staying close to Jackie. Just
I feel
because
like
of this little
Jackie-
robot.
Jackie would be trying to pull Artie anytime they're in the hall together, being like, "Come on, we gotta go figure this thing out."
Right, okay. Hey, I mean, it seems real, like, sleek and, like, like nothing I've ever seen. But, what, you think you're gonna take it back to your mom's workshop, or?
I think so. Like, she knows a lot more than me, so I figured she built her own robots. Maybe she'd know something about this one. But like, it hums differently. It's got more of a high pitch and it's more smooth. And like, I can't figure out where the actuator is. It's
Okay. Well, what are you doing after school? I mean, obviously we're now going to a party, but yeah.
Well-
What are you doing after?
apparently there's been some new magnetrine scrap piles at the scrapyard, and my mom wants
Sorry.
me to
What?
go.
Why didn't you mention this earlier?
There was a lot going on.
Okay.
Like, the first time I saw you today, it was because of that little bug. Like, listen. So they want me to go over there and, like, they've already talked to the owner of the scrapyard, so, like, I can take whatever I want, but I'm going to be coming back with bug as well as all the scrap from the scrapyard. Like, do you think we have enough time before this party?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, and he looks over in the direction of where you're stood, Darla, and 8 o'clock, right? You said 8?
Yeah, just listening to you two.
Do you want to know what bug stands for, Darla? I named it myself.
I have a feeling you're gonna tell me.
I am. You have such a good feeling. It stands for bipedal undersized guy. It's a work in progress, but I think it fits.
It's perfect.
Oh,
She's
thank
trying
you
not
so
to
much.
crack up.
I appreciate that. I think it fits him too. He kind of whirs really positively when I called him Bug, so I think it works.
Do you, I mean, if you're interested, would you like to maybe, we can put some firecracker poppers in it and maybe see if it'll throw it at people so that we don't get in trouble. Wouldn't that be fun?
No, the risk of one of
Why?
those going off inside, but I don't even know how he works.
I
But
mean,
one
they
of
don't
those
go
going off
They
inside
have to
Bug,
go
and
off
then
with
his
friction.
chassis.
You throw them at people's feet.
I'm gonna have to disagree on that. I mean, if you want me to, I could build you a firecracker robot that's like specifically made
Yeah,
for
sure,
that.
do that. That'd be great.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to take me up on that so quickly.
Yeah, no, that is entirely up Darla's street. You gotta be careful what you say around her.
Yeah, Artie helps me.
I feel like I'm a little too big for my britches in this. Yeah, I will try.
Darla's looking at you in your overalls. I mean, it's a good thing they're hanging on by your shoulder.
I gotta stop using these sayings. Second time someone hasn't gotten that one.
But
This
both times were
conversation
with
is-
us, just so you know.
Well, I'll try to hold back on them.
Okay.
And she's like holding back on one right now. Like,
What does she want to say?
no, it's fine.
Does Jackie look like pained right now trying to hold this back?
Make a sneak or charm, Jackie, whichever you want to use to conceal.
And I think you have one bless.
You do.
A charm or a what? Sneak?
Charm or sneak, whichever you would rather.
Come on, baby. Gary needs a new pair of shoes. A success!
You managed to conceal it fantastically.
Alright, well, if
So-
you're going to the junkyard, I don't have anything to do, so can I come with? Until the party?
Darla,
Don't say it like that.
I don't know if you know the door that you have just opened, but I am grinning like a
I take
possum
it
eating a
back.
sweet
I take
potato
it
right
back.
now.
No, she just starts walking away. I'm done.
Darla, no, wait. My favorite thing to do is show people
She's
this. No,
gone.
please. Darla!
Jane, is there anything while this is happening? Is there anything that you are doing with the rest of your day?
So because, you know, now that I know Jackie's locker combo and I know that Jackie likes technology, anytime I see any metal piece, I'm like, Jackie would like this. So I like essentially leave a lot of trash in there, but it's like a washer, a paper clip, and I'm like, maybe it will feed the guy, but also if I'm called out, I'm gonna deny it immediately, even though I very clearly just got password. But I'm looking for doodads to put in there.
Over the course of the day, Jackie, for one, as you go back to check on Bug, you see that there is an increasing stack of tools and items, and every so often the rest of you see around the school the very elderly custodian, Mr. Beck, occasionally walking round going, "Has anyone seen my wrench?" And just sort of moving off into different classrooms. Eli, is there anything that you are doing for the rest of the day?
Yeah, so after Eli, took the mysterious object into the backpack, the one thing on Eli's mind was trying to find Jane to give them an invite to the party since I ran them over earlier, and I just feel so bad about it because it's like I'm not a big scary jock guy, and I wanna I wanna make sure they know that.
So as you're walking around the school, you, in an empty corridor, you see a single figure just stood against a locker which you're fairly sure isn't theirs, but nevertheless, Jane is stood on her own in this long corridor. There's a trophy cabinet further on down, and there are the doors of classrooms, but other than that, it is quiet and empty.
Small Jane!
Oh, and then I slam Jackie's locker shut. Whoa, I'm just standing here doing.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That was team mode. Sorry. Hi, Jane. Hello. And I'm just looking down.
You smell really sweaty, like really bad.
Thanks. I tried really hard today. Jane.
Awesome.
Jane, right? I think it's.
Yeah,
okay.
that's me.
Okay, wanted to be sure. So you know how I ran you over earlier today? I still feel really bad about that. I didn't mean to. I just didn't see you. And hopefully to make it up, we're having a little get together in the woods. I don't know if you heard about the party that's happening, but I wanted to give you an invite just as a sorry. I just don't want to be a big scary jock guy to everybody.
Oh, well, I mean, first of all, I loved when you ran into me. That was probably the best part of the day. But, I think Darla Medium kind of invited me, but, well, I'm kind of scared of parties. But I would go. Do you think that there's gonna be crazy drugs and alcohol? I mean, if there is, I've definitely done that all before, so it's, I do that probably all the time.
So... it's a bunch of the sports teams. We might drink a little bit, but it's not gonna get drugs. We got a big game coming up. We can't be going that extreme. But
yeah, I drink too all the time. I love alcohols.
Well, okay. Just pace yourself, and here's the address, and I just scribbled it down. Show up whenever. It's in the woods. It's kind of nice. So I know you like to just kind of get some space every now and then. I see you around sometimes. And the woods are great for that. You could just get away from the cabin and stand by a tree or look at some bugs or the sky. I don't know what you're into, but that sounds nice, right?
The bugs.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'll see you there, and if I run into you again, just yell next time, and I'll try to look down.
Oh, okay, that's very nice of you. I can't wait to see you there.
Yeah, and I give a high five, but kind of
We
forget.
miss.
Yeah, just
Very shitty high five.
we'll work on that. And I just himbo away.
As you do, and Jane, you watch this very tall boy head off. The end of day bell rings, and you see the doors of various classrooms just open. And once again, the outside is filled with crowds and crowds of people as everyone disperses. Some talking about the party tonight, but most just excited to go home. Some going off for further clubs, others going into town to Eden Falls Mall, others to the cinema, and others to the brand new multiplex that is being opened. But for all of you individually, when does the US high school day end? Is it around 4 o'clock? Am I right in that?
3:30.
Usually 3.
Yeah.
So you have around 5 hours until the party. What are you all doing in the meantime?
I'm with Artie, who's probably with Jackie.
Yeah. Going to the scrapyard with Bug. and Artie and Darla.
I'm
So
probably
I
with
will-
Lana, I imagine.
So I will say, Lana, as Chloe rather, as you're heading on out, Lana rejoins you and. So, how much of her did you have to put up with?
Yeah, not much, honestly. I feel like the principal's probably going to be mad at me, but you can't help someone who doesn't want to be helped, you know?
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. But what you're doing is a good thing, right? Right? It's a good thing, right?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, yeah, I didn't like doubt that or anything. It's okay. Thank you, though.
No, it's fine. I'm always here for you. You always know that. But right now, I have to go and get a couple of things from mine before the party. But how about I pick you up from yours around 7? Or is there another arrangement that works for you? Any excuse to drive my car if you want to be driven around. Chauffeur over here.
Yeah, 7's fine, honestly. I think that's pretty good. Did you, like, want to coordinate outfits or anything? What are you thinking of wearing?
Oh, I love that. Okay, what kind of thing were you gonna go for? I'll match you.
Okay, so I was gonna do, you know, when I do my hair and it's like that, and like the scrunchie's like there, and then it's like little curls and like tees and stuff like here.
Oh,
I was gonna
love
do that,
Okay,
and then yeah, I was gonna do that, and then that with the pink and like the lime green like tank top that I have, and then just like the same jeans as I have right now, and then like the
Okay.
pink heels from last year.
Oh, amazing. Well, I can't say that John won't notice.
What?
John, obviously. Come on.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
You haven't picked up on that at all.
No. No.
Oh, he's been. Oh, come on. Like
Did he say
every
that we
time
did?
Well, no, but you could see it, right?
No.
Oh my god, this is so precious. Okay, I will pick you up at 7 and we will talk all about it when we're at the house party, okay?
Okay. You're not like mad at me or anything, right?
No, God, no. No, why would I be mad at you?
Well, okay. No, I just remember like last year, one time when we were like drinking, you started talking about like 3rd grade with like John or something, and you seemed like.
Oh no,
stressed.
that's. I'll pick you up at yours at 7, okay?
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Bye. I'll see you soon.
Bye.
And she heads off towards her red car as you stand there, lonely in a crowd of people, all moving away. And as you look around, you can see that at the top of the stairs, walking out of the front entrance, down the sandstone steps, you see Jane walking down in amidst a crowd of people that she does not talk with or interact with.
I just give her a little wave where I am.
I just give her a.
Brushing my hair. Yeah, my hair's what I was doing.
We have another supernatural event. So before we hop over to Sam and Mika, Eli, as you make your way out of school, where are you headed?
To meet up with Quinn. First things first, I gotta make sure Quinn is with me. We usually make the trek home together before I get into my things that I do.
Okay. As you head down into the car park, you look around for Quinn. This is where you usually meet. And you look, and you cannot see her. Until you look towards the pavement outside the school on the main street, and you see that she is talking with an individual. You cannot see this individual because they are blocked by a bush. But you can see that she is looking up at them and sort of shaking her head, and she looks quite scared.
Ooh. Track star Eli coming in hot. Just.
As you round the corner, you see 2 individuals. They are wearing suits and they have earpieces on. Well, if you're sure you've seen nothing, little girl, then, we can let you... Oh. Hello, sir. Are you,
Quinn,
related
hey, little sis. What seems to be the problem here?
We, have reason to believe that, an object has gone missing. We're here to just track it down, see if anyone has found it at all.
And why are you speaking to my little sister about it?
Well, she came over. She was very, very helpful, weren't you, little girl? And he reaches down and pats her on the shoulder, and, if
Oh,
you're...
I immediately...
Oh. Oh, he
And
got
He went
immediately
sicko mode.
lost
He
it.
broke the internet, bro.
Oh no! They got rid of him! They deleted Eli!
Supernatural.
Whoa!
Wait, wrong
That was the
supernatural
best
event!
supernatural event.
Go back! Go back! We don't want it!
$1,000, bring him back.
Let's bring it back.
$1,000. Bring back Eli.
Another
Hey,
supernatural event brings him back? Oh, the
Hello?
voice of Eli?
Eli?
Hey!
Oh my
I
gosh.
guess I shouldn't mess with these
They
people.
got you.
Anyway, Eli, once that pat happens, immediately arm on the man's shoulder. Hey, take it easy here. Like, leave my sister alone.
All right. And they step back, and you can see one of them reach into their suit. And as they do so, I will say, you see in their jacket pocket, the inner lining, you see a logo on a business card. One that simply says Logan, and you cannot make out the rest of the name. But the company begins with the name Logan. And as he reaches in, he pulls out a small Polaroid and holds it in front of you. I was just asking your sister if she'd seen this. And you can see that on a large mahogany desk, there is a small black cube.
Well, sis, what do you think? Have you seen this?
No. No, I've not seen anything like that. Sorry.
Okay. All right, there's your answer, and I press it against his chest.
Well, if you change your mind, or if you see anything else. And he reaches in and brings out a business card and just hands it to you. And you can see that it says Logan Industries on. And there is a number, and he pats it and he goes, "My name's Matson. Just, give me a call. Okay, big guy?"
All right, little guy.
This guy's funny. He's funny. And he nods at you, and the other individual, they turn and they walk off down the street.
Can I? Okay. Did they show up in a vehicle or did they walk?
Make an investigate check for me.
Investigate. Okay. Okay.
How many successes was that?
2.
2. So I will say with that, as they walk off, you see them approach a large black van off down the street. And I will say with 2 successes, you also manage to glean the number plate on the front as they step inside and they drive away.
I immediately write it on the back of the business card so I don't forget it.
Okay.
All right. Little sis, let...
Oh no, again.
The business card absorbed him.
Your problem.
Yeah.
The little sister.
He went
The
into
little
the
sister's
business
doing
card.
something.
Oh my god.
Powers.
Wait, I'm back now, right?
You're back.
You're
Yeah,
back.
this I forgot to swap browsers. I think this just keeps kicking me out of here.
We'll kick it back.
Yeah, kick it back.
Don't worry, just ask Darla to come over.
So I wrote it down, put it in my pocket, and little sis, okay, Quinn, if anyone ever comes up to you like that again, just let me know. I just want to look out for you. I don't know what their deal was, but that was not okay.
Okay, they just looked like they needed a bit of help, so they looked lost, so I thought I'd just, help.
I understand you mean the best, but we have to watch out. We have to just be aware of our surroundings, and you didn't do anything wrong. I just want to make sure I'm there with you if anything happens again.
Okay. Do you have to go to your party tonight?
No, we can still go home together. I want to make sure you get home safe, and I'll have plenty of time. Maybe we can stop for a little ice cream on the way back.
Yeah.
You still like ice cream, right? I know you're getting older, and
But I'm never too old for ice cream, Eli.
Okay. Just wanted to be sure. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll just get a quick cone, and then we'll head home.
Okay, race you to the Amblin Diner?
If you insist, and I just...
Oh, no, I didn't. And she just runs over as you just bound ahead. And as for Jane, where are you going? What are you doing? Are you looking for anything? Are you doing anything?
No. Just vibing.
So you just vibe through the crowds. Darla and Jackie and Artie. Jackie, is Bug with you?
Absolutely. I would not leave Bug in the locker.
So every so often you just hear from inside the bag and Artie just walking nervously next to you. But as you both walk and Darla reluctantly so along with them, you hear from a car nearby, "Hey yo, it's Darla, right? Did a number on Lana's face?" And you turn and
Who
you
do I
see,
see?
you see John Logan sat in a car with Bradley next to him.
Do I feel a certain energy coming off of him?
Make an empathize check for me.
Oh god, okay.
And John Logan's from like the Logan family, like the oil family, yeah?
He is, yeah.
Okay, cool.
You said improvise?
Yeah, that should be under mind. If
I
not,
see
you can make an
investigate, comprehend, and empathize.
Yeah, empathize.
Empathize.
Oh, I thought you said improvise.
Oh.
Empathize.
It's like,
Improv, let's go.
What do you mean? Yeah, Darla's an empath. Ooh.
Ooh, does Darla have any?
But I think I have a blessing on. I do.
Watch out, is being very kind. Okay.
I know, I told them to
So-
curse me and they said blessings.
I said no.
You sense that he seems very open, and if anything, he seems quite friendly. You have had not many friendly encounters with John before. You've not had many encounters with John before, but he's smiling at you.
She was probably walking behind both Jackie and Artie, who are probably just like deep in conversation, and hearing this, just turns around. Initially not responding, just kind of looking at him. I did?
Hey,
What?
cool. Come over here. I want to ask you something.
She's gonna look back at Jackie and Artie, do
Jackie
y'all,
has already stopped.
I was about to say, are y'all paying attention to this?
Yeah, from the moment he would have spoken.
I'll be right back. And she walks over.
And Chloe, as you stand looking around, Jane ignoring you, and Lana now gone, just stood in the middle of this crowd. You see John in his car, and you see Darla moving over towards him, as he leans over the driver's door and, so, I heard you're the person to talk to if I maybe wanted a little,
How much you got?
Well, I'm looking for a good amount. I got a party tonight. If you can deliver it to, Cabin in Eden
this an
Forest
invite?
around... Yeah.
Cool.
Sure, you look like you'd be fun.
Okay. Yeah, sure, I'll make sure there's enough for the party. And you should make sure there's enough to pay me.
How'd 200 sound?
Cheap.
I'll bump it up once I see it.
Deal. See you later.
Deal?
She
Alright.
just walks away.
And you see this from afar, Chloe, as Darla walks over to the car and then back to Jackie and Artie. As you just hear John's car start up and he drives away.
What did that guy want?
Drugs.
I don't really like them Logan boys. I think
don't
you could
either.
give them 2 nickels for a dime and they'd think they're rich, you know?
That's why I'm trying to bleed him.
That's smart. Oh, that's so smart.
Finally, somebody understands my wit. Anyway, how far is your junkyard? It's not far, right?
No, it's on the other side of town, but like we can get there pretty fast.
Okay, well, I've got to make a stop somewhere.
So you don't want to come with us?
I mean, I would like to come with. I just got to make a stop. It's on the way, kind of.
Okay. All right. I think we can fit it in.
Okay.
We're not in any rush. We're off like a herd of turtles.
I understood that one.
Oh my goodness, yes! I can start saying them again.
No, don't start saying them again.
All right.
I got that one. That's it.
I'll ease you into them. It'll be fine.
Thanks.
It'll make you smarter. At
I
least that's what my
need
pa says.
that.
So, as everyone begins to disperse, Eli and Quinn, you go to the Amblin Diner and you grab a cone each and you walk back to your house, which is quiet without your father there. And the gap left by his car is felt as much on the driveway as his presence is inside the house, though often he remains relegated to his study. But Quinn is thankful for your presence there, Eli. And Jackie, Artie, and Darla, you head in the direction of the scrapyard, and you make your way through the various bits and pieces and the magnetrine plates that you're able to find, some of them rusted over and broken. But I will say, Jackie, if you can make an investigation check for me, and while you do that, before you catch up with them, Darla, what is it that you are doing?
She would find Chad
Okay.
to do a little
go-
exchange.
You go to the roller rink, and Chad is there, tall, tanned, muscled, long, black hair, and as mysterious as he is with everyone, you see a number of kids just swooning over by where they go to get what is the word? Shoes. They go to get the shoes, and they just As he moves off towards you, and in his typically monosyllabic way, he does his deal with you and sort of moves back, and you hear another as he comes back and begins to buff the various shoes. And Jane and Chloe, what is it that you are doing, either together or respectively, before the party?
I think Chloe's probably just like before the party, like before I get picked up by Lana.
Yes, yeah.
I think I would just be shut in my room blasting music like way too loud while getting dressed. And then when doing makeup, I would have like a movie on and be practicing like how to talk and be cool.
So you have that, and that floats out of your bedroom window.
Can
And
I
Jane,
roll to see how cool I'm good at being in my practice?
absolutely.
And I'll just
Make
let that
a
influence the whole party. Okay, cool.
make a charm roll for
Charm.
me.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is blessed too, so. Okay, I get 2 successes.
So 2 successes. So you watch various films, and you watch the way people move and the way people talk to one another, and you sort of move your head from side to side with them and mimic the way they say things. Oh, that is wonderful. Oh, amazing. I'll be right over here. And you just soak it all in. Jane, as you walk and the crowd disperses into town, what are you doing between the hours of now and the party in Eden Falls?
I think I would also be home, you know? So my room in our house, because I do live with Chloe, is I'm in like my room is just like a sheet, sort of making a really crappy room.
It's like in the backyard, remember? It's like
Yeah, like I
like a
have like
shed.
yeah, like I have like a really, think Harry Potter attic kind of. They don't have room for me, but like I don't care. Like it's nice being in my own room, but I could hear Chloe's music, so I have my headphones in, just blaring snowstorm like TV sound because I like it for some reason. And I think I would just be like drawing things on the wall of my little shed room, like things that I saw that day. So maybe a little drawing of Bug, and then maybe me trying to draw Elijah, but like way too muscly. It's like, what the heck is going on with that drawing? And I'm just like sitting there and pushing all my trash under my bed of snacks so no one sees it.
No one's
you do
going in there. No one's.
Yeah.
As you isolate yourself and you listen to static, what you do not see and what you do not hear. Although, Chloe, you see from out. I'm sorry, I keep mixing up with Lana. But as you are practicing and watching, you see outside the shed in the garden. You see Jane's mum. And she's walking towards, and she knocks on the shed door. And Jane, you hear nothing. But you see your stepmom, Chloe, just sort of nod her head to herself and just look at the ground. And she walks back inside. 7 o'clock comes. It is beginning to get dark. Lana comes to pick you up. Chloe and Eli, how are you making your way to the party?
I'm going Lana. I'm going with Lana. I think I would probably go and like knock on the shed as well before I left, though.
I will say that, yeah.
I'm just not louder than the stepmom, apparently. Wait, okay. Can I come in?
Sure. And I'm like laying on my mattress on the floor with like my feet in the air, and I'm just like moving them back and forth. What's up?
Hey, yeah, do you want Dad to oil this? This is like really stiff.
Oil what?
The door.
I like
this
the
is your
sound
door,
it
right?
makes.
I
It
haven't
goes
taken a wall apart.
when I open it, and it's cool.
Yeah, no, it is pretty cool. Yeah. I'm going to a party thing tonight.
Oh, so am I.
Oh, really? Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna invite you.
I got
to my
2
one, but, like, if you're
invites.
busy.
I got invited by
invites.
Darla and Elijah. I guess the people love me. What can I say?
Oh, and I was about to invite you as well. So like that's like
Oh,
hey,
that's
it's
like
lucky,
3
right?
invites.
Yeah, it's like such a lucky number.
Okay, have you ever drank alcohol, and what do we do and how much?
I mean, I don't really like to because like alcohol is literally poison, and then I
Wait,
don't.
really?
Well, like yeah, that's why like you feel. Have you never been drunk before? Like
No.
you know what it's like to.
No,
Okay, you get like
but
really
don't tell anyone.
dizzy and like oh no way yeah no you get like really dizzy and then like you can't talk really well, and things that aren't funny are funny, so like that's kind of
Oh,
cool. But
that
then really
is
if you think
cool.
about it, yeah, you can still also change your mindset throughout the day, and you can also still find a lot of things funny when you didn't before. So that could be a good change. But
Should I just pretend to drink it?
that's what I do.
And then like pour it
So,
into
like,
a plant?
Yeah.
Okay,
you
why
just,
don't we
like-
both like pretend to be really drunk, and I'll like wink at you, and that'll be the code, and you wink at me, and it's like I'm wink drunk, but we're not.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds really good. I like that. No, even better too. You can like steal my drink and like be like, oh, I stole a drink from that random prep girl, but like literally you stole water from me.
Oh,
And
that's
then-
so good. And I'll be like,
Isn't that
she's so
good?
drunk and cool, and like they won't even know that like we're sisters, obviously. Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's cool. This was nice. Thanks for talking to me about this.
Yeah, does it still smell in here? I can't smell it anymore because I'm used to it.
Oh, so that's not the garden? Like this is from here?
No, that's my must.
Oh. Yeah, it does smell of that.
Well, that's what your dad told me. He called me musty, but he said it in a nice way, but anyway,
I think
I'll
this
shower
is-
eventually.
Yeah, okay. Do you like you didn't like build you a shower in here, right? Like you shower in the
No, there's no shower in here. There's
Okay.
holes where bugs crawl in.
Okay. There's not a whole lot of bugs crawl in, Jane. That's silly. Okay. I was gonna ask though, do you want to come with me to the party? You don't want to know because that would mean that we know each other. Never mind. I'm literally.
Well,
so
we
sure.
could, and you could just say that like you found me on the street and gave me a ride. Because you're so nice and good.
Is this
Or
a
I'll like
trick?
wear a bag on my head and I won't reveal it till I'm in the bathroom of the party, and then nobody will see me.
Okay, that could. Okay, wait, that could be kind of cool because all the cool kids like they have like friends who like hook them up with like cool like stuff. So you could wear a hoodie, and I'll be like, yeah, this is my like contact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Maybe.
then we'll
Okay.
get drunk.
Yes. Okay, cool. Okay, so yeah, she's gonna be here at like 7, and then I think she's like here basically anyway. So you'll have to like get a hoodie on really fast, like hide your face. Yeah.
Oh,
She's
Yeah, she's
yeah. She
here.
drives like scary. So.
Do you
just
think Elijah's
keep-
hot? I don't extremely think so. Anyway, let's
Which
go.
one's Elijah?
Whatever, it's stupid. Bye. Let's go.
Okay. just grab Jane's arm and then I immediately let go of it in like a self-conscious way. Okay. So just like keep your head like down and like talk in a really like deep voice and sound like
Yeah.
different. Okay.
Okay.
Lana looks over from her car as you come around the corner of the house and, hey, hey, who, are you okay? Who is this?
Oh my god, yeah, no, I'm totally fine. This is like okay. Lana, like we're like such good friends at this point. I'm gonna tell you this is like my party contact. And they go to parties and once they're there, they like assess if the party is like full of the coolest people. And if it is, they have their friends bring like alcohol and stuff to the party. So I thought that would be like cool to do.
Wait,
Make
Lana, I
a-
heard that Darla gave you an award.
Like, early on.
Make
No, I
a
wanna hear
charm
this.
roll for me, please, Chloe. And see if this blatant lie.
Yeah.
I want my blesses on being like American Psycho with the VHSs and trying to mimic normal people. Okay, charm. 2 successes.
Lana just looks at you and then at the individual next to you and, oh my god, we've been needing one of those for such a long time. Oh my god, please, no, get in.
Yeah, get in, friend.
Okay.
As a party contact, and she takes off her sunglasses and just, is this obvious? Will this be obvious under the blaring lights?
Yeah. It's pretty stinking obvious
Oh god! She just
that you
puts her
got beat
sunglasses
up
on. Okay,
Okay,
yeah,
Lana, you
I
should
don't
probably,
or
like,
whatever
just-
happened to you, but
Lana, you
I
should
mean,
just drive because they're the, like, this is like, we don't want them to like think badly of us or anything. She's
so
not,
are
like,
you
gonna
holding
be us
Darla's award or what?
She starts to drive off and wait, what? As it just continues on. And it continues much in this way for a while with Jane saying things, Chloe, you and Lana really not picking up
They're,
on
like,
anything.
really
You're
insider.
lying. But as you drive, Jackie, Darla, and Artie, you make your way through the woods. You have been to the scrapyard, and Jackie, you have gone past your parents' home on the way back. And your father is not there. He has presumably gone off into the woods. But your mother is not around either. And as you look around and you see there are no lights on in the workshop, you also notice that the horses have been tied away and there is not a light on the property. This is not uncommon. There have been times when your mother has gone off to Paradise Lost Trailer Park to hang out with friends and have barbecues. And so you head off into the forest. And as you walk, a red car drives past you, and for a moment you swear that you recognize at least 2 of the individuals in there. But you continue walking. And as you walk, getting closer and closer towards your destination, through the passing trees and under the heavy moonbeams from the skies above, you see another source of light. Flickering halogen pierces the darkness of the Eden forest, emanating from an old and battered sign, sitting almost as tall as the surrounding trees, that simply reads in large red lettering, Logan Oil. And beneath this sign, its pumps and white walls overgrown in wilderness and discoloured by moss and grass growing across its tarmac, a gas station, a leftover relic from before the loop. Its windows are green and dusty, and stood outside are a number of disused cars, their windows smashed in and similarly surrendered to the elements. But stood next to one of these broken down vehicles, as you continue to walk, you see a large German shepherd, and next to this, a figure, wearing a large and weather-beaten brown coat and a frayed flat cap. The figure holds something in his hand, something that looks almost to your eyes, Jackie, like a modified metal detector, its long arm topped in a blinking blue light. And as you walk past and along the dust track towards the cabin, still several minutes away, the figure underneath the halogen lighting stops and turns towards you, silhouetted. But you can see that a pale face sports a haggard look and shadowed eyes, and for a moment you do not recognize him through a scraggy, wiry, white beard. But can the 2 of you both make contact checks for me?
I have face blindness, apparently. I just don't know.
Darla, you see, standing in the center of Eden Forest, the figure of the school's old science teacher, Mr. Jenkins. The dog barks in your direction, and you see Mr. Jenkins just... And he and the dog turn back and move away from the petrol station into the darkness.
You saw that, right?
Yeah, who was that guy?
It's the old science teacher.
Mr. Jenkins?
Yeah.
What's he doing out here?
I don't know. Which direction was he going?
He was moving in almost the same direction as the house party seems to be.
I don't know, but I feel like tonight's gonna be a little bit more interesting than we thought.
Yeah.
Should we follow him?
Wouldn't that make us late for the party?
I'm glad you said yes. And she's gonna start moving forward.
And Artie just goes, wait, guys, oh my god.
What?
And he just, creepy old man in the dark. Oh, okay, fine. Okay, let's go.
It's fine. Just stay behind me.
So, can both of you make investigate checks for me?
I'm sorry, Mika.
Start giving me some body rolls or something.
This is the time. This is your moment, okay? This is
Zero!
your moment,
Please,
okay?
zero!
Oh my gosh! I think I'm out
So
of
you head
blesses
off.
and you're out too.
Are we supposed to
So-
be taking conditions if we're rolling zeros?
No, it's if you re-roll. Like, to re-roll,
okay,
you can
okay.
spend a point of luck or
Got
take a
it.
condition.
So, you both make your way through the forests and the redwoods. And as you do, you slowly lose track of Mr. Jenkins. However, you do hear the sound of noise. Party noise and voices, as in the distance, you hear music. And ahead of you, nestled in the dark of the forest, you see a small wooden two-story house. It's hard to place just how old it is, but given its discolored wooden exterior, the dislodged roofing and the slatted wooden window shutters hanging off their frames, it must have been out of commission for near to half a century. A rickety porch traces around its outside walls, with steps leading down to what used to be a driveway, now surrendered to overgrown wildlife. And within this lifeless building, you can see lights and you can hear sound pulsating from within, along with the sound of many student voices. Cars and trucks are parked outside, with many of their headlights pointing towards the house. And as you pass, you can see clumsy students making out inside cars. You can see kids smoking in the backs of pickup trucks, and drinking teenagers stood outside the porch on the house. And as you move through, and Chloe and Jane, as you step in with Lana ahead of Jackie and Darla, who are headed behind you, you step inside and a wall of sound hits you as music and voices fill the air, and the house interior opens itself up to you. It is clear this was once a very spacious place, its open-plan layout now crammed with a sea of high school students. The hallway ahead of you has rickety stairs leading up to the quieter floor above, and to your right stands the kitchen, where you see a plethora of various coloured bottles and red and white cups, while to your left you can see rotten furniture has been pushed back to create a dance floor and accommodate the large sound system hooked up to a car outside. And for as dreary as the space would otherwise be, it is full of life and colour. Balloons and streamers in the school colours float around the ceilings, and multicoloured bulbs hang around the house, flooding the house with a cornucopia of lights. And as you enter, Eli, you are there to wait and welcome any new guests.
Copyrighted.
As
Everybody,
Chloe-
come on in. Come on, come on. Is that? I can't see you. It's too dark. Who's there? Who's there?
Lana just pushes you aside and just goes, "It's us, Dingbat," and she just moves past, and you see Chloe and Small Jane follow behind.
Small Jane! I'm so glad you
where?
came. Sorry for screaming. I'm just so excited to see everybody.
Yeah, this is crazy. I can't wait to get drunk.
Chloe, right? Hi.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You showed me around when I first got here. I remember you. Cobra Chloe, I remember you.
Cobra Chloe?
That killer strike that you have to tennis? I remember that.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's meant to know this is Jane, by the way.
Chloe is my associate.
Jane's
we're
like
associates.
undercover.
Don't worry about it. You're Smalls tonight. Come on in, Smalls.
Sweet.
And
Cobra
as
Chloe and
you
Smalls. This is so cool.
And
Looks
as
good.
you say this, Eli, everyone nearby just goes, "Big up for Smalls!" And it sort of echoes around the entire house as you turn and you see 3 more individuals as Jackie, Artie, and Darla approach from the outside.
Hey, oh hey, were you all invited? I don't
Yeah,
remember
John
giving an
invited me.
invite out. Okay.
Were the
Yeah.
invites only supposed to come from you?
I mean they put me in charge of it, but I mean if one of the other guys invited
I can
you.
go if you don't want
No,
me
no, no,
to.
no, no.
He's with me.
Okay. Do y'all know? Okay. Yeah, come on in. It might have been Brad Boy. It might have been Lil John. They put me in charge of invites, but then they invite their own. Don't tell me. That's on me.
I feel like that's just kind of how parties work.
Yeah, but it was supposed to be low key. But I mean, you could see what happened. So
I mean, it's neither here nor there. It doesn't amount to a pile of beans, you know?
what's your name?
Are you pulling my leg, Elijah? You
listen,
almost flatten me like a pancake in the halls all the time.
Oh my god, I almost flattened another one.
Mm.
Remind me again?
Jackie.
Micro Jack Attack. Yes, I remember you. You're so small, but you hit so hard.
Right, yeah. We could stick with Jackie, though. I don't think I've been called micro before.
Okay, what about Jack Attack?
Jack Attack is fine. I'll take that one.
Jack Attack, welcome in.
As you say this, you see another figure approach as John walks over in his jacket. "Hey, Darla. How you doing?"
Good. You got someplace quiet?
Yeah, sure. Let's, talk in my office. And he gestures towards the rickety stairs leading up.
She would look back at Artie and Jack Attack and just kind of smile. And then look up at Eli and probably not give you any expression at all, just kind of like a cool nickname. I'll be back. And she follows.
So as Darla heads on upstairs with John, the rest of you, what are you doing?
I'm still on door duty for a little bit longer, so I'm ushering them in. I have a little bev in hand and just, hey everybody, welcome.
I'm looking for Chad. He's probably not there, but I'm looking fruitlessly for Chad.
I would say that Jane is going to get like fake alcohol, but then she doesn't realize the fruit punch is spiked, so she's just actually getting drunk now and pretending that she's getting drunk, but she's drunk.
Make a make a charm check for me. We'll see how successful this goes. Any successes?
2 successes.
Oh,
Yeah.
2 successes. Yeah, you are milling around. You are like walking around, and you are living up to the reputation that Chloe has spread for you. Everyone's like, "Wow, did you hear? We have a party, a party person." And they're sort of watching you move around. And as you do so, Chloe, you notice this from afar, and you sort of see everyone sort of warming to Jane as she walks around. But as you walk around looking for Chad, you see Bradley, one of the quarterbacks of the team, stood, and he is in conversation with another one of the football team, and they are in heated conversation in hushed tones.
I eavesdrop.
Okay. You just hear, "What do you mean you lost it?" "I mean, I had it, and then I didn't." "Dude, you better not be screwing with me, because otherwise, if John finds out, he's gonna be mad. You know his dad. Look, last I had it, it was in the locker room, I swear. Idiot, moron!" And they immediately peel off, and Brad sort of, and turns around. "Hey, Chloe! I didn't know you'd be here. How you doing, girl?"
Yeah, good. And I go and give him a big ol' hug.
He lifts you off the ground and, "Oh, flying time!" "Oh, there we go." Do you need a drink or anything? I can get you one. I can how you do? I didn't know you'd be here. I'll just and he's like knocking over
no,
red and
I've
white
got-
shots.
I've had so much already, literally, like, no, like, I shouldn't have it.
Oh. No worries, that's okay. Yeah, how you doing? How is everything? With you, specifically with you. Ha! It's so good to see you.
Me.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, same as always. Just same stuff. Just going to school, hanging out with the same people. You know, same classes and everything. So like literally nothing's changed since you saw me like yesterday. But the second it does, I will let you know.
Cool.
How about you?
Cool. Yeah, no, I'm good. You know, I'm still doing football. You want to see me do a push-up?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Wow.
Okay. And he just immediately goes down and says, 1, 2, 3. How many do you want me to do? 5,
I'm gonna
6.
sit on your back while
7.
you do them.
Okay. And you just see him just up and down. And each time you pop up, you can see that Jane is in a different part of the house, just moving from one place to the other. And you can see sort of gaining quite a crowd around her as she moves. And upstairs, Darla, you are brought onto the landing, and John leans against the fairly rickety railing next to it, and all right, so you bring it on.
She just digs into her. She carries this like olive drab green canvas bag, and she flips it open. She pulls out a good amount of substances.
He just nods and cool. So I can give you the money tomorrow.
Why not tonight? That wasn't the deal.
I don't. Yeah, but I don't carry in excess of $200 on me. Come on. I'm rich, but I'm not.
That's not my issue.
Okay. What's the issue? I'm a Logan. You know I'm good for it.
Then why can't you give it to me now? Or you can wait until tomorrow. I don't make deals like this, John.
So, I mean, I could just take that from you now.
She's just staring him down.
Look, I know you've got a big scary reputation around school, but so do I with the right people.
That's cute. I don't care.
So is this some kind of impasse, or?
Just pay me. Tonight.
Make a charm roll.
Am I charming? a little bit. little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah,
He
2
just-
successes. I'm charming as heck.
He looks at you and just... Okay. Alright. You win. I'm not gonna deprive everyone of a good time. Here you go. And he slowly brings out a wad of bills and just slowly counts
She
them out. into
snatches
your
it.
hand.
Honestly, this is
Feel
enough for
f-
my troubles. And just throws the bag at you and walks away.
Lovely doing business with you, Darla Oaks.
She just waves her hand.
As the night progresses, and you all mingle, and eventually Eli disappears. But
Who's pushing the door?
A proper evening. Sometimes I just
Who's
disappear.
gonna greet everyone?
Oh my god, what's my nickname, you guys? I can't remember. Oh my god.
Who am I if I'm not Jack Attack?
What?
Oh, he's back. Okay.
Sorry, the door was busy.
Hey, disappearing Detune. What is going on?
as the evening progresses, eventually, Eli, you are able to step away from the door and join the festivities. And you will notice as John is walking around with a plastic bag full of green leaf that he distributes around fairly liberally. And eventually, the lights intermingle with a fog around the house. And as the evening progresses, can everyone make comprehend checks for me, please?
Does anybody have any curses we haven't used yet, by the way? I'm worried that I'm losing track of my things.
Comprehend, you say?
Wow, what a surprise.
Don't worry, I'm joining you.
I am also
Do I-
joining you. Darla's
have any-
fuming right now.
Hey guys, I'm part of the club. Wow, we're all like besties. This is so cool,
So-
actually, you guys. Hey.
Bear in mind, you also have luck
Oh.
tokens that you can use to re-roll if you wish.
Oh, that's true. And it sounds like the GM mentioning that means we should probably use our luck.
I'm sending it.
I'm just
Reroll.
saying.
Gonna.
0!
Wait, how do you
I
know what
hate
you
knowing
got
things.
if it just says read?
I'll
So-
give it a go.
I
No, I
un-
won't.
So then unclick one of your lucks on your
Yeah.
card, right?
If
Okay.
you re-roll, it won't let you re-roll again. That's why it just
Gotcha.
is such a small window.
Wow,
Listen,
that was a
we've
great
been
reroll.
bevin'. We've been bevin'.
Oh my god.
No.
The
Darla
thing
doesn't
is,
bev.
my mind is a 4. Like, how am I not
What?
getting successes?
So, I will say, because this episode does need to end, but I will say, as you all make your way around the party, eventually, Eli, people start to leave and they start asking for their coats and they start asking for any bags they might have brought. And the designated cloakroom of this building is upstairs, in what you can only assume used to be an old bedroom in this cabin. And so, you head on up. As you do, you start to feel something. A strange humming sensation against your skull. For a moment, it seems to be nothing more than the music from downstairs, but as you move through the house and upstairs, you notice it gets heavier and deeper the closer you get to the cloakroom.
One track mind. I gotta get these coats and stuff. I'm going in there no matter what.
You head on in, and you see your bag in the corner of the room, and it is glowing through the fabric, and it is humming.
Okay. All right, Elijah, think. Oh, we're breaking a lot of laws here, and now this thing is glowing. I don't want anything to happen to it or anyone to get in trouble. We have a game. I grab my bag and I'm hoping to take it away from here.
As you do, the humming intensifies, and you start to realize that whatever is inside this black box, it is heating up. And meanwhile, downstairs, Jackie, as you mill about, you find yourself gazing out of one of the windows. Yes, what are you doing?
Jackie's gonna be at the keg, not drinking. She's gonna take the inhibitor off the keg nozzle so that it pours a lot faster for everyone and it doesn't
Jackie!
like fizz.
All of the football
Where's
jocks
where's
around you
me?
just like, whoa, where have you been, man? And they just start like, but as you look around and one of them picks you up on his shoulders and starts parading you around. And as you do, you look out of the window, and from your vantage point, you see off in the woods at the edge of the clearing a silhouette of a man and his dog as Mr. Jenkins looks at the house party. And Elijah, you are making your way down the stairs as this is slowly heating up inside your bag. And Darla, you watch as Eli moves past you and there's this... And at this point, Chloe, what are you doing?
I'm trying to arm wrestle with Bradley.
Make a force check for me.
Okay. 1 success.
She works out.
You watch as he just folds under you, and you get the sense that he's just playing along, but he's like, whoa, oh my gosh, you're so strong! Whoa! And he goes and he goes, chest bump! And he just leaps forward and... Oh, whoa, sorry, are you okay? Sorry, sometimes I don't know my own
I'm
strength,
fine.
you know?
I'm so fine. Are you okay? Do you know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. That really hurt actually. You're really funny. You're really funny.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Jane, what?
And do when their face goes blank before they lean in for a minute.
They like look like they're dissociating.
Yeah, it's like.
Look, it's up to you how you choose to interpret it. As on the other side, Jane, what are you doing at this point?
So is Elijah still in that room with the bag and all that?
Elijah is running down the stairs, and you can hear a very faint.
I think as he like ran down, I ran up because I'm so drunk that like I feel sick now and I just want to run in that room and just throw up on somebody's jacket and leave.
Can you make a body check for me, please, Jane?
It's got consequences.
You spew all over Elijah. As Elijah, you just... and you're stood there dripping on the bottom of the stairs, Elijah. Just...
I'm not even drunk, I'm just pretending.
Smalls! What?
I'm so sorry.
I don't
you
think you're
say this.
pretending.
I start like pulling my own shirt and like trying to rub it off even though there's clearly a massive amount of puke.
Okay,
As you rub, suddenly the lights around the house begin to surge, and the music from the other room becomes louder and louder and more distorted to the point of being unbearable. And it is not just inside the house. Outside, the headlights of the cars begin to grow in intensity, and while none of you can see it in the woods, the town itself begins to glow. Jackie, your mum steps away from her friends in Paradise Lost Trailer Park as everything begins to whir and glow. She looks towards the telegraph poles that are increasing in intensity. And Elijah, as your mum arrives home after a long meeting, having tirelessly fought for the corner of a particularly troubled student, Darla Oaks. She steps out of her car, and as she walks towards a waiting Quinn, the headlights of her car begin to glow, and all the street lamps get brighter and brighter. Chloe and Jane, at home, Abuelito looks at the TV as it begins to distort and bangs on its side, and Darla, Scotty continues to sleep, even as the electrics in the house begin to pulsate around the sofa he lies on. And back in the party, as the lights grow and grow and grow, suddenly everything goes black. And everyone starts shouting, screaming, before laughing. And Jackie, as you look outside, you see that Mr. Jenkins and his dog are no longer there. What are you all doing?
Can I check on Bug?
You may, absolutely. Are you doing this in public, or are you going somewhere quiet?
Probably somewhere quiet. I
You
probably would have gone outside to see if I could see Mr. Jenkins from not at a window.
You head on outside, and as you stand in the darkness of the clearing, you open your bag, and you see, pressed as far towards the bottom of the bag as possible, Bug, shaking.
Everything's okay, little guy. I think there was just a power surge. You don't have anything to worry about?
But as you say this, Jackie, everything is not okay. The side of the building cracks open as wood flies everywhere, smashing all around, and I need everyone to make body checks for me, please.
Sick. Good at body.
I got a success.
Yes!
I got a success.
Oh my god! I'm left.
Luck roll, luck roll, luck
I'm
roll.
the star. I got a 0. I'm the sports star.
You gotta use your luck.
What's your pride?
Oh yeah.
I have himbo levels of stubbornness.
Oh no. You're so stubborn to get hurt here.
As the building explodes inwards, everyone goes flying. You see Bradley in front of you, Chloe, just get clocked by a plank of wood and fall to the ground as you stand there, just aghast. Jane, you manage to duck some of the broken roofing that is falling down above you. Darla, despite being near the stairs, you duck back as steps begin to crumble down around you. And Elijah, as you turn around, you see a shape moving out of the darkness as a bit of wood from above falls down on you, and you are injured, which gives you the injured condition of -1 to your rolls. And Jane, you just watch on as everyone disperses. And Jackie, from where you are, you watch as something crashes into the side of the building and starts to move around on 2 legs. Mismatched metal around its top and large eyes moving in and out as your mother's robot crashes into the building, looking around. It looks in Eli's direction and begins to move forward at a charging rate. And as it does, Chloe, it hits you in the side of the head and you go flying to the ground. And as you watch, everyone begin to panic as this large robot scrapes through the ceiling towards Eli. Chloe, everything goes black and everything goes silent. And that is where we're going to pick up next week.